All right, very good afternoon or evening, everybody from the controller scopes. This is Captain Abs here with you. We are just logging on now into Toronto. It looks busy, so I am going to get right into it here. I'm not going to talk to you guys much while I get into this stuff here, but hopefully in a minute here, we'll get this all organized here. So just going to put myself up on a couple frequencies here and get myself an ATIS launch for Toronto and at least get that going because it looks hectic down there in the ground of Toronto. So attention all aircraft on frequency. Toronto Center is now online. Come up on 125.77 for Toronto Center.
Copy. Get 981 on the caption localizer runway 06 left.
Aircat 981 Toronto, good evening. Continue number 1 for 06 left.
Number 1, 06 left. Again, 981.
John Farlow, 770, 4,000, 8,000 on the link 3, currently direct lane.
All right, I got one direct ling. Was that Air Canada 773?
Hey, firm Air Canada 773.
Air Canada 773, thanks, Squawk Ident. I got another one that was descending to 4,000, I believe.
That might have been Jazz 360, and we're on short final for 05.
And Jazz 360, I copied that. Toronto altimeter's 3002. I got an aircraft lined up on 15 left, just trying to get word with him.
Roger.
All right, Arcata 773, identified descending through 13,000, descend 8,000, Toronto altimeter 3002, runway 06 right.
All right, we're planned up for 6 left, but we'll descend 8,000 on 3002, and we'll try to get that set up in the box for Air Canada 773.
Okay, 773, thanks. It's going to be information is Bravo.
We check Bravo for Air Canada 773.
Toronto Center, sorry for the trouble. We are Air Transit 451. We are 15 left. Information Bravo on board.
Transat, okay, why do I not see it on my departure list? Stand by. And Transat, I'm just going to get you to hold for just a couple minutes here. I got 2 departures on the crossing runway. You okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Perfect, thank you. Jazz 360, traffic's holding now. Winds 150 at 4, clear to land runway 05.
Clear to land 05, Jazz 360.
And Air Canada 981, traffic holding on the crossing runway, winds 1806, clear to land runway 06 left. Air Canada 981, clear to land runway 06 left.
One land runway 06 left. Again, 981.
Transat 451, I got a quick clearance for you while you're sitting there if you're ready to copy.
Ready to copy 451.
Transat 451, thanks. You're cleared to Montreal Trudeau. Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan, route 15 left, squawk 0466.
Clear to Montreal via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, Dallas fired, and squawk 0466, Air Transit 451.
Transat 451, thanks. That readback is all correct. Information Toronto Bravo, altimeter 3002. I got 2 to arrive, then I'll let you go here. It'll be about probably 90 seconds.
All right, copy the 302 on the altimeter, thanks.
Center good day, Jazz 7114, 4,700, planning the ILS 6 left.
Jazz, sorry, what was the flight number? 7114?
Affirm.
Jazz 7114, okay, I don't see it in my primary list here. Look at the secondary list.
Yeah, we're just on the extended downwind from the Boxum 7.
All right, Jazz 7114, squawk ident while I try to dig up a squawk code.
And Center Canada 773, we're set up for the ILS 6 right now.
Perfect, thank you. All right, Jazz 7114. Yeah, for some reason you're not showing up in my list. You can turn left heading 150, squawk 6747 when you get a moment.
Left 150 and 6747, Jazz 7114.
And Jazz 7114, sorry, which approach did you say you're set up for? 6 left?
Affirm, 6 left.
Perfect, thanks.
Toronto Center, Canada 243 with you, passing Massar at 3,400 with information Bravo.
Canada 243 Toronto, squawk ident.
Squawk ident, we're expecting the ILS 6 left.
Air Canada 243, thanks. You're number 2 for 6 left. I'll get you turned inbound here shortly.
Roger, Air Canada 243.
Apologize for the delay. I realize it's chaotic when suddenly someone logs on.
Don't worry.
Jazz 360, welcome to Toronto. Continue, Hotel 3, turn right on Echo. And do you know what gate you're parking at?
Looked.
Okay, we'll vacate 05 at Hotel 3, right on Echo, and we're looking for 107, please.
All right, Jazz 360, taxi Echo Sierra, short of 15 left.
Echo Sierra, short 15 left, Jazz 360.
Block somebody.
You got blocked by someone on frequency.
And Jazz 7114, turn left heading 090 for the intercept, clear the ILS 6 left.
090 for the intercept, cleared the ILS 6 left, Jazz 7114.
Transat 451 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 180 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 15 left.
15 for takeoff, Transit 451.
Air Canada 981 Toronto, welcome to Toronto. Left on Charlie 3, if you got it there, where are you parking?
We'll take any gate for 8981.
All right, 8981, give you transporter gate here. Taxi, see Charlie 3, and then straight ahead to turn left on Delta Tango for gate 179.
Copy 179, Charlie 3, then left Delta Tango for 179, 981. Thank you.
Air Canada 243, turn right heading 360.
Riding 360, Air Canada 243.
Air Canada 773, descend 6,000.
Send 6,000 now, Air Canada 773.
All right, I got one person up for city here. I got to get them in ATIS. Oscar, looks like we're 8s in city. So trying to get stuff up and running really fast here. See.
197 for Air Canada 981 for confirmation.
Sorry, Air Canada 981, say it one more time.
Was it gate 197 or 179?
179 for Woodport, better for a heavy aircraft.
Copy for Air Canada 981.
Jazz 360 on Sierra, cross runway 15 left, then taxi Bravo Alpha Kilo to, I believe you said 102.
Alright, at Sierra, cross 15 left, and right onto Bravo and Alpha Kilo, or Lima, I believe it is, for 107, Jazz 360.
Transit 451, passing 3,000 feet.
All right, sorry, who was Transat 451 identified. You can climb. Let's see here, climb flight level 230.
230, Transit 451.
Air Canada 243, turn right heading 030 to intercept the localizer, cleared the ILS runway 06 right.
030 intercept localizer for 6 right, Air Canada 43.
And I'm sorry, Air Canada 43, you said you're already set up for 6 left, correct?
6 left will be better, yes, Air Canada 243, if that's fine with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make you the last one there, thank you.
Alright, turning right 030 for 6 left, Air Canada 243.
Transat 451, left turn, direct dead key on course.
Left turn, direct, can you get the fixed again, sir?
Left turn, direct dead key.
Dead key on course 51.
Air Canada 773, descend 4,000.
Send 4,000 now, Air Canada 773.
And Air Canada 243, I'm sorry, you were actually too far through the localizer there. Right to 090 to reintercept, you're still cleared the ILS 6 left.
Right 290, so clear the ILS 6 left, Air Canada 243, don't worry. Toronto Center, Air Canada 8904.
Air Canada 8904.
Air Canada 8904 Heavy, requesting IFR clearance to Montreal.
Air Canada 8904, stand by.
Toronto Center Jazz 7972, flight level 230, about to cross Beaumont.
And I'll be right back with you. I need my Navigraph charts, and I don't have them up ready to go here. It's not helping. because this guy is careening towards nowhere.
Sorry, it's 3451. Can we get our altitude clearance again, sorry?
Transat 451, climb flight level 230.
230 for 51, thanks.
Okay. I can't get this stupid thing. I don't have a mouse pad, and I have nothing but glass underneath my mouse, and it's shitty glass that is not working very well for me. So I'm having a hard time pulling up the... Because this guy is just careening in there, and I'm not ready for him yet.
Toronto Center, good evening. Rouge 1956, IFR to Quebec with information. Bravo.
Rouge 1956, stand by. Air Canada 773, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
Right heading 330, descend 3000, Air Canada 773.
Jazz 7114, the Toronto winds are 1705. You're clear to land, runway 06 left.
Clear to land 6 left, Jazz 7114.
Air Canada 243, keep speed 190 knots or faster for now.
190, that's our gate, Air Canada 243.
All right, first I believe Air Canada 894 was looking for Montreal. You're cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, depart 05, squawk 4607.
All right, so clear to Montreal via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, 05 for departing runway, and squawk 4607 in the box for Air Canada 894.
Air Canada 894, thanks. The readback correct. Information Toronto Bravo. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback. Break. Air Canada 773, right turn 030 for the intercept. Cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
Right heading 030, clear the intercept for the ILS 6 left for, or correction 6 right for Air Canada 773.
Transat 451, continue climb, flight level 350.
350, Transat 451.
All right, somebody was calling about Beaumet.
Jazz 7972, flight level 230.
Jazz 7972, Toronto, squawk code 6720.
Squawk 6720, Jazz 7972.
I can't. Air Canada 243, cross VEPNAT 160 knots.
160 knots, Air Canada 243.
All right, Rouge 1956, thanks for your patience. You're cleared to Quebec City via the Vertil 7 departure, Iptos transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk 6766.
No problem, sir. Rouge 1956, clear to Quebec via the Vertil 7, Iptos transition, then that's right. The runway 05 for departure, and 6755 on the squawk.
Rouge 1956, close to squawk 6766.
6766, thank you.
Rouge 1956, the readback correct. Information Toronto Charlie. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
I'll give you a call and check Charlie, Rouge 1956, thank you.
Air Canada 773, you can cross... I should have it up here, but I don't. Air Canada 773, you can cross Savos at 160 knots.
Savos at 160, Air Canada 773.
Jazz 7114, welcome to Toronto. Charlie 3 onto Delta 5. Where are you parking?
Charlie 3 to Delta 5, and we're going to stand 107.
Jazz 7114. All right, after Delta 5, Delta Alpha, Alpha Kilo around to 107.
Delta 5, Delta Alpha, Alpha Kilo 107, Jazz 7114.
Okay, I'm almost on top of this now. And, sorry, who's that?
Air Canada 243 requesting resume normal approach speed.
Yeah, Air Canada 243 inside the FAF speed is yours. The winds are 1704. You're clear to land, 06 left.
Clear land 6 left for Air Canada 243.
Oh, that's our... Jazz 9723. If I didn't say it, you're identified at flight level 230. Welcome. Stand by. All right, I think I almost got to calm down now. Unfortunately, I am live streaming, so I cannot supervise right now. Sorry about that. Otherwise, I would have said yes. Okay. Also fun. Sorry I didn't answer you sooner. Just trying to get this under control here. Okay, I'm gonna need that.
Toronto Center, Canada 488. Information request IFR claims, Montreal.
Air Canada 488 Toronto, good evening. You are cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key Fife departure Miglos transition flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk 2636.
Alright, Air Canada 48 is cleared to Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure Miglos transition flight plan routes. Runway 05 for departure and squawk 2636.
Air Canada 488, thanks. The readback is correct. Toronto information is Charlie. Call me ready for pushback.
Call for push, Air Canada 488.
Air Canada 243, welcome to Toronto. Say parking.
Gate 136 for Canada 243.
Air Canada 243, thanks. Charlie 3, Delta 5 onto Delta, Alpha and Alpha Lima.
Delta 5 onto Delta, Alpha and Alpha Lima, Canada 243.
Thank you. Air Canada 773, the winds are 1704. You're clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear land 6 right, Air Canada 773.
With 1956, Charlie on board, gate 126, requesting push.
Rouge 1956, stand by. Jazz 7114, when you get onto Alpha Kilo, use lane 5, please.
Alpha Kilo lane 5, Jazz 7114.
Rouge 1956, push back onto lane 6, tail to the east, call ready for taxi.
Okay, lane 6 to east, record taxi, Rouge 1956, thank you.
Jazz 7972 Toronto, contact Montreal Center now, 128.77.
128.77, Jazz 7972. Good day.
Take care.
And Toronto Air Canada 8904 heavy, ready for push and start runway 05.
Air Canada 894 Heavy, what gate are you at? Oh, I found you there. 139. Air Canada 894. Push back lane 6, tail to the east. Call ready for taxi.
Tail to the east, lane 6, call ready for taxi. Air Canada 894.
Air Canada's Air Canada 773. Welcome to Toronto. Continue across runway 06 left. Where are you parking?
We're parking gate 165 and we'll cross 6 left for Air Canada 773.
Air Canada 773. Roger. After crossing 6 left, Delta Alpha Alpha Lima, lane 8 for 165.
Alright, we'll go Delta, and then Delta Alpha Alpha Lima, and then lane 5 for 165, or sorry, Alpha Kilo for 165 for Air Canada 773.
And Air Canada 773, you said 165. You're going to need to take Alpha Lima and lane 8.
Sorry about that, so we'll go Delta Alpha Alpha Lima, lane 8 to 165 for Air Canada 773.
You got it. They're pushing. They're pushing. All right. I'm going to clear him to land. I did not even have a chance to look and see if anybody else is inbound to any other airports. I did not make it easy on Turkish, but like it's a poo-poo airport to get into and out of. It really is. That's my bad language for the day, by the way. Wow, the language on me. Okay, what do I try to do? I'm trying to pull up the city ground. City ground. There we go. Okay, so I'm ready for this guy. All right. I think we got everything else kind of under control here. Took a few minutes to kind of really wrap my head around. I haven't even looked at the streaming screen since I started, and for some reason, it's not showing me chat. Okay, there we go. Let's go over here. There we are. And hey, UK, I didn't even see you, but sorry about that. I had literally had covered up that screen with Navigraph, and I didn't even have a chance to glance at it until just now. It's just been it, and that's the way it is. That's just like when you're logging onto the network, especially at a busy period of day.
1956, ready taxi.
Rouge 1956 Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 3002. Turn right, transition onto lane 5. Just watch out for the aircraft pushing off of gate 139 up ahead. Then you can taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel, cross runway 15 left and 15 right.
Okay, we watch for traffic here. We go on line 05 and we taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel, cross 15, above 15 for Rouge 1956.
Roger. Got lots of people going to Montreal tonight because there's an event in Montreal. It's going to be very repetitive. Clear to Montreal. Dead Key 5 departure. Miglo transition. Flight plan route. OS 05. Okay, but I think we're doing okay here. Looks like he did a nice tuck over onto 6. Like I always worry, and it's not so much I worry about the pilots, I worry about GSX. GSX doesn't always push where it's supposed to. So I worry about that, but it looks like it's going to be just fine. My other screen is up over here, so let me just drag my chat window over here to this side so I can kind of see it. But then it doesn't like to be
Center Canada 48,
resized.
request push and start.
There we go. Doesn't seem to be working properly, but anyways. And sorry, Air Canada for Air Canada 488. Where are you?
Gate 140, 140.
Oh, there you are. Yep, of course. Air Canada 488. Push back with the tail to the right. Call ready for taxi.
Alright, push back tail right. We'll call for taxi Air Canada 48.
Rouge 1956. Do you have enough room to get past the aircraft, or would you rather take a right turn up to Alpha Juliet?
Oh, we're fine. Thank you.
Roger. Can't really tell that well sometimes, so I just thought I'd offer him the option. Okay. Anyways, yeah, nice to see you again, Hayden, UK. I know I never said I was going to post the end of my stream, and I'm almost at it. I was actually going to post it today, then I'm like, I don't want it to conflict with this stream, but I will probably post it tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll post my Pilot's Life from last week, and then this will be the last stream I probably do this month, but that's okay. I got some vacation coming up, which I'm very happy about. It's been a while since I had a vacation. I hope this audio is all coming through, too. I assume it is.
Tyler,
Yes.
773 is at gate 165. We're going to log off for the night. Thank you very much for the help. It's much appreciated.
Aircat 773, no problem. Have yourself a good rest of the day. We'll catch you next time.
Sounds good.
All right. Lots of aircraft pushing back over here. Good. He's pushing the right way. I like it when they push the right way. It just makes it easier for everyone to follow the instructions. Mostly because there's a plan in place. I have a plan in place. I know it may not always seem like it.
And Toronto Center, Canada 894, ready for taxi 05.
Aircat 894, Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 3002. Taxi up Alpha Hotel, cross runway 15 left and 15 right.
Alpha Hotel, cross runway 15 left and 15 right for Air Canada 894.
I'm not sure where Turkish is going, and frankly, he's not my problem anymore. Primary 4211, are you on frequency? Okay, I kind of got a handle of what's going on here now. Transat 451, contact Montreal Center now, 128.77. G'day.
128.775. Good evening, Agent 41.
Thanks for your patience earlier.
No worries.
All right, I got a departure out of London, direct Waterloo, direct Hamilton, direct City. Interesting, okay. I don't even know what we're doing.
Air Canada 488, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 488, Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 3002. Taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha and Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right.
Alright, we'll taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha and Hotel cross 15 left and 15 right for Air Canada 488.
Okay, so London, looks like we're doing 33s. RNAV Zulu Visual 33, so let's get into London 8 is up and running here. Da, 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 da.
Toronto Center, good evening, Air Canada 400 with information Charlie, stand 135 requesting for clearance to Montreal, please.
And that was Air Canada 400.
Affirmative.
Air Canada 400 Toronto, good day. You're cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, depart runway 05, squawk 1070.
clear Montreal via the dead key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flat plan route, runway 05, squawk 1070, Canada 400.
Air Canada 400's readback is correct. Toronto information is Charlie. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Toronto Center, good evening, my good friend Rob. Prime Air 4211 Heavy with you, floatable 370.
Bonsoir, mon ami Nick. For you today, squawk, actually just squawk ident.
Well, squawk ident, Prime Air 4211 Heavy.
Toronto Center, good evening. Dashboard 212 at 240.
Dashboard 212, Toronto Center, good evening. Prime Air 4211 Heavy, thanks identified at flight level 370. Bienvenue, monsieur.
Roger that, same here. It's good to hear your voice again.
I try to get on when I can. It's just never enough.
Yep, that's true.
Toronto Center, Charlie Golf, Papa Echo Zulu is at London looking for IFR clearance for a training flight to Oshawa.
Charlie Golf, Papa Echo Zulu, Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Oshawa via the London 2 departure, flight plan route. Depart runway 33, squawk 6030.
Cleared to Oshawa via the London 2 departure, depart runway, flight plan route, depart runway 33 and squawk 6030 for Charlie Golf, Papa Echo Zulu.
Papa Echo Zulu, Toronto, thanks. The readback's all correct. Information in London is whiskey. Just for my planning purposes, are you planning to overfly these airports? You want to do some practice approaches at each airport?
We'll be doing a practice approach at each airport.
Okay, very good. We'll coordinate that once we get going. Give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
Roger.
Toronto, hello, Air Canada 706, information Charlie, clearance to LaGuardia.
Air Canada 706 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to the New York LaGuardia Airport via the KEPTA 3 departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk 4774.
Okay, KEPTA 3 departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route off 05, squawk 4774, Air Canada 706.
Air Canada 706, thank you. That readback is correct. Information Charlie's current. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback. Rouge 1956 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 190 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05, we call you airborne, Rouge 1956, thank you.
CYQS.
And Toronto, Air Canada 400, we're ready for push start.
Air Canada 400 Toronto, push back onto lane 6, tail to the east, and call for taxi.
Push on lane 6, tail to the east, we'll call for taxi, Air Canada 400.
Toronto Center, Papa Echo Zulu, we're ready for taxi, and we'd like an intersection departure from Alpha.
Papa Echo Zulu from intersection Alpha, about 4,000 feet remains. The information in London is still whiskey, altimeter 3003, taxi Bravo Golf Alpha, report ready.
Taxi Bravo Golf Alpha, we'll call you ready.
Dashboard 212 Toronto, city information is Papa, runway 08.
Papa and runway 08, dashboard 212, thanks.
Rouge 1956, airborne.
Rouge 1956, say passing altitude.
We're passing 1800.
Rouge 1956, Toronto, thanks, identified, climb flight level 230.
230, Rouge 1956.
Dashport 212, you can go direct do sub.
Direct deuce up, dashboard 212.
Air Canada 894 Heavy Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 180 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, 05, contact you airborne. Air Canada 894.
Rouge 1956, reaching 3,600, direct Verdo on course.
Direct Verdo on course, reaching 3,600, Rouge 1956, thank you.
No. He crashed. No. I shouldn't laugh, but after all that work, of course, right? Never fails after all that work. Okay, what else we got going on here? All right, so he's on the dead key. He's on the dead key. Everybody's on the dead key today. Okay, well, whatever.
Air Canada 706 with Charlie, ready for push and start.
Air Canada 706, you can push back to the horseshoe and call ready for taxi.
For the horseshoe, call for taxi, Air Canada 706.
Air Canada 488, space permitting behind the departing 330. Line up runway 05. Caution possible jet blast will be a short delay for wake turbulence separation.
Line up runway 05 behind departing 330 Air Canada 488.
All right, took a little while to get this whole thing running, though. It really did.
Air Canada 400, we're ready for taxi.
Air Canada 400 Toronto, runway 05. Information is Charlie, altimeter 3002. Taxi out Alpha Kilo, Alpha, and Hotel. Cross runway 15 left and 15 right.
Information Charlie, altimeter 3002, and taxi via Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right, Air Canada 400.
Toronto Center, Papa Zulu, we're ready to go at Alpha in London.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. Winds 320 from Alpha, clear for takeoff, runway 33.
Check the winds, clear takeoff 33, Papa Zulu.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 894 is on the climb here, up to 5,000.
Air Canada 894, safe passing altitude.
3,500.
Air Canada 894, thanks. Identified, climb flight level 230, direct dead key on course.
230, direct dead key on course. Air Canada 894.
Air Canada 488 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. Winds 170 at 5. Caution possible wake turbulence from the departure 330 ahead. Clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05, contact you when airborne, Air Canada 488.
Rouge 1956, climb flight level 370.
370, Rouge 1956, thank you.
Toronto Center, Papa Zulu is airborne passing 1,300 feet for 3,000.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto Center, thanks. You're identified. Climb 7,000, reaching 3,000, turn right, direct Waterloo.
Climb 7, we'll turn towards Waterloo 3, Papa Zulu.
Air Canada 894 Heavy, speed 290 knots or faster in the climb, please.
Going up to 290 now or faster, Air Canada 894.
Thank you.
Air Canada 488 passing 3,600.
Air Canada 488 Heavy, thanks. Identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Air Canada 488.
Air Canada 488, turn right, direct dead key on course.
Right, direct dead key on course. Air Canada 488.
All right, so I should probably get the charts up for Waterloo now. This would be a good prompt to do it if the guy said he's going to do an approach in Waterloo. Now would be an excellent time to consider pulling up those charts while I have 10 seconds of uninterrupted thinking time. Pulling it up on my big screen here, and I do mean it's a big screen today. All right, Waterloo. All right, do I have an ATIS for Waterloo? Waterloo looks like 1-4. So I'll see if I can step this guy's things as we go here. Waterloo, 1-4, done.
Toronto Center, very good evening, Jazz 7774.
Jazz 70, is that Jazz 7773?
Affirmative, sorry, I was using my call sign from last flight.
No problem, do it all the time. Jazz 7773, thanks. Identified at flight level 280. All right, Air Canada 488 Heavy, speed 290 knots or less.
290 knots or less, Air Canada 488 Heavy.
Air Canada 706, we're ready for taxi.
Air Canada 706, Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 3002. Taxi out Alpha Lima, straight ahead Tango, Echo Golf Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right.
Okay, 05, we've got Charlie 3002, Alpha Lima, Tango, Echo Golf Hotel, cross 15 left and right, Air Canada 706.
Touch. Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, the Waterloo information here is Yankee. It's advertising runway 14. You're the only traffic. Let me know your intended approach.
Papa Echo Zulu, we'll request the RNAV runway 14 via AdRun.
And Papa Echo Zulu, I have your request. Proceed direct AdRun.
Copy, Papa Echo Zulu. We'll just program that in, and then we'll get direct AdRun very soon.
No problem. Air Canada 894, turn left direct Miglo.
Left direct Miglo, Air Canada 894.
And Air Canada 894, climb, flight level 370.
Up to 370, Air Canada 894.
Dashport 212 Toronto, when ready, descend 8,000, city altimeter 3001.
When ready, 8,000, altimeter 3001, dashport 212.
Toronto, Air Canada 400, we're ready for departure.
Air Canada 400, sorry about that. Let's see here. You can contact me once you're airborne. The Toronto winds are 180 at 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 05. I'm waiting for the runway to change here. It's a very slight tailwind, so I'm waiting for the runway to change, but I feel like it's not gonna.
Air Canada 1709, checking in 30.
Air Canada 1709 Heavy Toronto Centre, good evening. Gonna buy a little more space here.
Endeavor 59, Spain level 17,000.
Endeavour 5019 Toronto, good evening. Squawk it in for me.
Hi, Dan, Endeavor 59.
It's going to be a busy evening. This is a good night to live stream by the looks of it.
Toronto Center, American 1874 Heavy with you, flight level 400.
American 1874 Heavy Toronto Center. Hello, Squawk it in.
Squawk it in, 1874.
Endeavour 5019 Toronto. Thanks. You're identified at 17,000. Maintain 17,000 for now. Toronto information is Charlie, runway 06 right for arrival.
It is Charlie 06 right, Endeavor 5019.
Air Canada 488 Heavy. Continue climb. Flight level 370.
Continue climb flight level 370, Air Canada 488 Heavy.
Jazz 773 Toronto. It's information Charlie. Plan runway 6 right for arrival.
We'll go ahead and pick up Charlie now. We'll plan for 6 right arrival. Jazz 773.
Jazz 773, thanks. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Did a 240 when ready. Jazz 773.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, when ready, descend 3000. Waterloo altimeter 3003. Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, when ready, descend 3000. Waterloo altimeter 3003.
When ready, 3,000, and we've got the Waterloo altimeter 3003, Papa Zulu.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 400, passing 4,000 feet.
Air Canada 400 Toronto, thanks. Identified, climb flight level 230, turn right, direct dead key on course.
Climb 230, right, dead key on course, Air Canada 400.
Pop Echo Zulu, are you planning a low and over on this approach?
Affirmative, Papa Zulu.
Pop Echo Zulu, thank you. American 1874 Heavy, identified flight level 400, welcome. I know I cleared dashboard to 8,000. Boy, it's a busy evening out here in Toronto. I got a lot of airplanes on the go here. It takes a little while to get up to speed. I'm up to speed now, but it takes a little while. Now I have an IFR departure out of Waterloo. Guess I should pull up some more maps. All right, so let's open this up with Waterloo ground. It's gonna have all this satellites. Okay, let's see here how we're doing. Okay, that's good. That's good. Air Canada 894 Heavy. What's going to be your Mach number in cruise? Endeavour 5019 Toronto, descend 11,000, altimeter 3002.
1,000, Endeavor 5019.
Air Canada 894 Heavy Toronto.
.79 for Air Canada 894.
Air Canada 894, thank you. Maintain 0.79 or a greater. You got company traffic chasing you. Same route, same flight level.
0.79 or greater, Air Canada 8904.
Air Canada 488 Heavy. In cruise speed or Mach number 0.79 or less.
79 or less, Air Canada 488.
Thank you. Jazz 7773. I'll have lowered about 20 miles. I just got to get you over some airspace.
Yep, no worries.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, you're cleared the Waterloo Airport RNAV approach runway 14, ad run transition. And on the mist, you can just fly runway heading, climb 4,000.
In the mist, runway heading at 4,000, and we're cleared for the Waterloo RNAV runway 14 approach via ADRUN.
Air Canada 400, turn left, direct Miglo on course.
Left direct Miglo on course, Air Canada 400.
And Air Canada 400, while I have you, climb flight level 330.
And climb 330, Air Canada 400.
Hello, Toronto. Center flagship 5789er on the ground at St. Thomas. I have followed on my message.
Flagship 5789 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to your destination via your flight plan route. You can climb on course, maintain 9,000 initially, squawk code 7627. Your clearance is valid now, canceled if not airborne by 2315 Zulu.
Flagship 5789er clear flight plan around 9,000 initially, squawk 7627. If not off, 2315 Zulu state intentions.
And flagships 5789, that's all correct except for the fact I got the time wrong. Make it 0015 Zulu. 2315 was an hour ago.
0015 Zulu, flagship 5789er, we'll call back.
Flagship 5789er, you got it all. Closest I can offer you, I believe, is Hamilton altimeters 3003. You can switch to Unicom for departure. Give me a call this frequency airborne.
We'll call frequency airborne Unicom for flagship 5789er, call back.
Jazz 7773 Toronto, when ready to send 2000, Toronto altimeter 3002.
3002 on the altimeter, and what was the altitude again?
Jazz 7773, when ready to send 12,000.
And 12,000, Jazz 7773.
Endeavour 5019 Toronto, descend 8,000, plan the ILS.
8,000 plane ILS for Endeavour 5019.
All right, somebody was calling for an IFR clearance. Who was that?
Air Transat 886.
Transat 886?
Air Transat 886 on the ground at Pearson.
Transat 886, you're cleared to Paris, Charles de Gaulle via the Verdo 7 departure, Lorca transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk 1777.
Clear to the Charles de Gaulle Airport via the Verdo 7 departure, Lorca transition, depart runway 05, squawk 1777, Air Transat 886.
Transat 886, thanks. The readback is all correct. Toronto information is Charlie. Call me when you're ready for pushback.
Calling for taxi and pushback, Air Transat 886.
Air Canada 706, was that you ready?
It was.
Sorry about that. Air Canada 706, contact me airborne. The wind's 170 at 8. Clear for takeoff. Runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05, clear you airborne, Air Canada 706.
Dashport 212 Toronto, descend 4,000.
Descend 4,000, dashport 212.
Center, Air Canada 8904 Heavy, stepping away for like 1 or 2 minutes. We'll report when back.
Air Canada 894, thank you. Dashport 212, which approach you planning for city?
For the ILS, please, over Chem B, please, dashport 212.
the heck? I just clicked on something and then it went to somewhere completely different. I hate when like you're almost ready to click something and then the web page suddenly loads one extra little function and everything shifts down. Ugh. All right, Alice 08, he said via ChemV, and what if he's thinking about 26? Because like I don't have, ChemV's not on there anymore. Dashport 212, proceed direct Rotru.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry, I said the wrong transition there for the ILS. Rotru, I have it programmed. Dashport 212.
Dashport 212, thanks. Okay.
Toronto Center, good evening. TBM November 11 Yankee Delta at Waterloo, IFR to Kingston.
November 11 Victor Delta Toronto, good evening. Let's see here. You're cleared to Kingston. Slight amendment to your route. It'll be the Waterloo 3 departure, vectors to St. Catharines Beacon, Sierra November, then direct TSUC, and resume Tango 781. The departure runway today 14, squawk 6476.
Okay, that's Waterloo 3 departure, St. Catharines Beacon, TSUC Tango 871, squawk 6476 for TBM November 11 Yankee Delta.
And November 11 Yankee Delta, I'm actually not even sure that the St. Catharines Beacon exists anymore. Stand by. I'm just going to really quickly have a look at something and I'll get right back to you. I feel like they decommissioned all the beacons a little bit ago.
Air Canada 706, we're airborne through 4500.
Air Canada 706 Toronto identified, climb flight level 230. You can go direct to Dead Key.
230 to Dead Key, Air Canada 706.
And Air Canada 706, I'm sorry, I got the departure on there. You proceed direct Rycombe.
Just a Rycombe, Air Canada 706.
And, okay, November 11 Yankee Delta, sorry about that. In lieu of the St. Catharines Beacon, because I think they did shut it down, it'll be direct to Lockpoo, then direct TSUC Tango 781.
Okay, that's a Waterloo through, Waterloo 3 departure, radar vectors Lockpoo, TSUC, Tango 781, as filed for TBM 11 Yankee Delta.
11 Yankee Delta, you got it. Do you need the spelling for Lockpoo?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Sure. Lima Oscar Kilo, Papa Uniform. Endeavour 5019, descend 4000.
4000,
Number 11 Yankee Delta. Appreciate your patience with that. I'm going to give you vectors on a slightly more direct route. That's just in case of a comm failure. Your information in Waterloo is Yankee, and you can give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
Okay, we'll get Yankee. We'll give you a call about 5 minutes. Thanks. 11 Yankee Delta.
Thank you. Air Canada 894 Heavy, are you back? Rouge 1956, contact the Montreal Centre now, 128.77.
Go to Montreal 12877, Norway 1956. Thank you. Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Toronto Center, Aircat 1337, heavy.
Air Canada 1337, Toronto, good evening, Squawkadent. Pop Echo Zulu, Toronto, you're clear the low and over runway 14 Waterloo.
Pop Echo Zulu, roger.
Air Canada 1337 Heavy, Toronto, you're Identify descending through 13,200, descend 1000. Toronto altimeters 3002. Information Charlie, runway 06 right.
Information Charlie 06 right, send 11,000, and what was the last part there?
Information Charlie.
Information Charlie, thank you.
Air Canada 894, have you back? Dashport 212, descend 2000 at Rotterdam. You're cleared. City Airport, ILS runway 08.
Descend 2000, we're cleared for the ILS 08, dashboard 212.
Endeavour 5019, turn right heading 360, descend 3000.
360, descend 3000, Endeavour 5019.
Pop Echo Zulu, I check you're in the go. You want to go straight to Hamilton?
Pop Echo Zulu, Roger, and we'd like the RNAV Zulu SEFB transition to runway 12.
All right. Pop Echo Zulu, climb 3000, and let's see here. Altimeter in Hamilton's 3003, and I'm sorry, you said, what was the transition?
SEFB, Sierra Echo Foxtrot Bravo Yankee.
And one more time, was that for, you said for the ILS, didn't you?
That's the RNAV Zulu, runway 12.
All right, RNAV Zulu 12. Sorry, trying to pull the plates up here at the same time. Papa Echo Zulu, you can proceed direct SFB, and you're cleared Hamilton Airport, RNAV Zulu, runway 12.
Proceed direct SFB, cleared the RNAV Zulu, runway 12 approach in Hamilton. Papa Echo Zulu.
Air Canada 894, are you back? Primary 4211, heavy, contact Montreal Center, 128.77, good day.
12877, thanks for the great ATC, Rob. We'll see you next time. Take care, buddy. Primary 4211.
À la prochaine.
À la prochaine.
Endeavour 5019, fly heading 030 for the intercept, cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
030, cleared ILS 6 right, Endeavour 5019.
What's up? I am streaming, so I cannot. Air Canada 706, continue climb, flight level 370, and go direct to Audil.
Up to 370 and direct to Audil, Air Canada 706, thank you.
Air Canada 488, heavy, contact Montreal Center now, 128.77.
Montreal Center 128.77, Air Canada 488, thanks for the service.
Air Canada 894, Toronto. Not helping.
Toronto Aircraft 5037 heavy. Sorry, confirming 06 right?
Air Canada 1337, affirmative, 06 right.
Okay, 06 right for Aircraft 5037. Sorry, are we okay to descend there?
Air Canada 1337, I'll give you lower in a moment. And actually, Air Canada 1337, yeah, I can do it now. Descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Aircraft 5037. Sorry.
No problem.
Center Air Canada 894 is back, and we passed our top descent by a little bit.
Air Canada 894, thank you. Standby 1. Air Canada 894, heavy, contact the Montreal Center now, 128.77.
12877, Air Canada 894.
Good night. Okay.
I was on Air Transat 886 with Charlie Alpha Kilo Heavy taxi.
Transat 886 Toronto, thanks. I see you pushed back there already. Runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 3002. Taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right.
Taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel, cross 15 left, cross 15 right, and hold short 05, Air Transat 886.
Toronto Center, TBM 11 Yankee Delta, Waterloo with Yankee. We're ready to taxi.
November 11 Yankee Delta, Toronto runway 14. Information is Yankee altimeter 3003. Taxi apron your discretion. Charlie cross runway 08. Advise ready.
Charlie cross 08. Advise ready on 3003. TBM 11 Yankee Delta.
Jazz 7773. Descend 9,000.
8000, Jess 73.
Air Canada 400, contact the Montreal Centre now, 128.77. Good night.
128.77 for Air Canada 400, yeah.
Take care. Endeavour 5019 Toronto runway, winds 160 at 5, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land 6 right there. 5019.
Okay, ooh, man, she a busy night. She a busy night. All I can do to sort of keep up with this. I'm kind of out of frame, aren't I? Here, I kind of lean back a little bit in my chair just to sort of be a little bit more. I don't know, just. Is that better? Is that getting me more centered? That's getting me a little more centered now. Okay, hopefully that takes care of that. Air Canada 1337 Heavy. Turn left direct Darpu, descend 6000.
Left Darpu, descend 6000. Cat 3237.
TBM 1 Yankee Delta, we're ready to go.
November 11 Yankee Delta Toronto. Contact me once you're airborne. Winds 130 at 2. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14.
Okay, we'll call you airborne. We're clear for takeoff, runway 14, TBM 11 Yankee Delta.
Jazz 7773, descend 8000.
8000, Jess 773.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto. Let's see here. The Hamilton winds are 070 at 4. You're cleared for low and over runway 12. And on the missed approach, fly runway heading, maintain 4000.
Cleared low approach and in the mist, runway heading at 4000 for Papa Echo Zulu.
Yep. I'm not really sure, so I'm just running with it anyways. Yeah, I kind of looked over. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right too, but I'm not really sure, so I was just going for it anyways. Yeah, no, it's all in good fun. Dashport 212 Toronto. Let's see here. Winds are 100 at 4. You're clear to land. Runway 08.
Clear to land 08, dashboard 212.
Air Canada 1337, descend 4000.
Descend 4000, Air Cat 3237 heavy.
Toronto Central Low, TBM 11 Yankee Delta, 1.6 climbing 4000.
And 11 Yankee Delta. Make sure the transponder's on. I'm not picking up a target around Waterloo just yet. One Yankee Delta, I got it now. Thank you very much. You identified 2000. Climb 13,000.
Okay, climb 13,000, 1 Yankee Delta.
1 Yankee Delta, reaching 3,000. Go direct Lockpoo, and I'll give you some shortcuts once I get you around some of the terminal airspace.
Okay, we're clear direct Lockpoo, 1 Yankee Delta.
Air Canada 706, contact Boston Center now, 134.7. Good night.
1347 for Boston, Air Canada 706. Thanks, see ya.
Take care. Air Canada 1337, fly present heading, vectors to final.
Vectors to final, present heading, Air Cat 3237.
November 1 Yankee Delta. If you expedite your climb, I'll probably also be able to get you on course sooner.
Okay, we'll expedite our climb 1 Yankee Delta.
Well, there's good little wave departures there, and it definitely got me hopping there for a few minutes. Kind of petered out a little bit now. Yankee 5 Miglo, that all looks good. Another Montreal flight, who would have thought? This guy's got 2 minutes left to get airborne. Did he get airborne? I didn't see him. He never called me.
Toronto Center, good evening, Air 602 with you, flight level 340, passing up flight level 360.
Air Canada 602, Toronto, roger. Jazz 773, descend 6,000.
6,000, Jazz 773.
Air Canada 1337 Heavy, turn right heading 030 for intercept, cleared ILS, 06 right.
03, turn right, 030, intercept the ILS, 06 right, good.
Pop Echo Zulu, I check you're in the mist off runway 12. You can climb runway heading 4,000. What's your approach request for city?
Toronto Center, Papa Zulu, give us a minute. We'll get back to you with that.
Roger. CYTZ. Be ready with approaches here.
Toronto Center, good evening. This is Citation 200 Bravo Alpha. We're sitting at St. Thomas, Charlie Yankee, Quebec Sierra. We just wanted to find out if we were going to contact you for our way out of here.
Dashboard 212, welcome to Toronto City. Taxi Charlie and Apron, your discretion. Have a good night.
Charlie, Apron, my discretion. Thank you. It's Dashboard 212. See ya.
And citation, was that November 200 Bravo Sierra? Was that it?
200 Bravo Alpha.
I was so close for not having it right in front of me. 200 Bravo Alpha. I don't see a flight plan for you. For St. Thomas, yes, you're right on the border, but you're technically on the Canadian side, so we would handle your departure clearance.
All right, no problem. I just wanted to call and make sure. I'll just send the flight plan through now, and we'll just wait for you for 0 Bravo Alpha. Thank you.
Perfect. Jazz 773, descend 4,000.
4,000, Jazz 773.
November 11 Yankee Delta, turn left direct TSUC.
Okay, left turn direct TSUC for 1 Yankee Delta.
Again, Toronto Center, flagship 5789er is through 6,600 for 9,000 now, direct from Myanmar.
Papa Echo Zulu, turn left heading 030.
That's 030 for Papa Zulu, and we'd like to request the Arnav Zulu runway 08 Zotep transition.
Flagship 5789, squawk ident. Papa Echo Zulu, you can go direct Zotep.
Direct Zotep for Papa Zulu.
Squawk ident, flagship 5789.
Flagship 5789, thanks. You're identified climbing through 8,500, and pretty much as you make the turn south, you're leaving my airspace. Unfortunately, Cleveland's offline. You can switch to the Unicom again now. Have yourself a good rest of the night. We'll catch you next time.
Wonderful night, and thank you very much for 5789 and see.
Take care. Pop Echo Zulu, you said Arnav Zulu 08, correct?
Affirmative, Arnav Zulu runway 08 Exotep transition.
Got it. Air Canada 1337 Heavy Toronto. Your number 1 wins 150 at 5, clear to land, runway 06 right.
06 right, clear to land, Air Canada 1337 Heavy, and we expect gate Charlie 30.
I copy Charlie 30, thank you. Jazz 773, turn right heading 030, descend 3,000.
Right 030 down to 3,000, Jazz 773.
Who is this person sitting on?
It's Air Transat 886, holding short 05, ready to go.
Transat 886 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne, winds 160 at 8, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Contact you once we're airborne and clear to takeoff 05, Air Transat 886.
Air Canada 602 Toronto. The Toronto information is Delta, runway 06 right. When ready, descend, flight level 240. Air Canada 602 Toronto, when ready to send flight level 240. Information Delta, runway 06 right.
We're descending now down 24006 right, and we have Delta on board Air Canada 602.
Jazz 773, just confirming that heading was 330, or was it 030?
Jazz 773, it was 330, but now turn right heading 030, cleared for the ILS, runway 06 right.
Right 030, clear for the ILS 06 right, Jazz 773.
Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, descend at 2000.
2000 for Papa Echo Zulu.
Papa Echo Zulu, you got it. At Zotep, you're cleared the Arnav Zulu, runway 08.
At Zotep, cleared the Arnav Zulu, runway 08 for Papa Echo Zulu.
Papa Echo Zulu, thanks. Report passing ICBAM, please.
We'll report at ICBAM. Papa Echo Zulu.
Toronto Center, good evening, Rouge, Air Canada 395, flight level 340.
Stand by. Sorry, who was that calling?
Air Canada 395.
Air Canada 395, flight level 340, welcome.
Sorry, it's Air Transat 886 off, 05, 1800, 5000.
Transat 886 Toronto, thanks. Identified. Climb flight level 230, turn right direct, and after noise, turn right direct Verto on course.
Level 230 and right turn direct after on course.
And Transat 886, right turn direct Verdo after passing 3,600 for noise abatement.
Right turn direct Verdo and after passing 3,600, Transat 886.
Transat 886, roger. Air Canada 1337 Heavy, welcome to Toronto. Continue across runway 06 left. Delta Alpha and Alpha Juliet for Charlie 30.
Okay, cross 06 left, Delta Alpha Juliet for Charlie 30, Air Canada 57.
Jazz 773, caution possible wake turbulence from the 777 landed ahead, winds 150 at 5, clear to land runway 06 right, number 1.
Clear to land 06 right, Jazz 773.
Air Canada 1709 Heavy Toronto, you're leaving my airspace to the west. Minneapolis Center is not online. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good night.
I see Canada Air Canada 709.
Toronto Center, citation 200 Bravo Alpha. We're ready for our IFR to Manassas.
November 200 Bravo Alpha Toronto, you're cleared to your destination via your flight plan route. Depart, climb on course, maintain 9,000 and squawk code 2143. Your clearance is valid now, cancelled if not airborne by 0035 Zulu.
Clear to our destination via the flight plan route. Depart and climb on course. Climb and maintain 9,000, squawk 2143, and report back if not off by 0035 Zulu for 200 Bravo Alpha.
Number 200 Bravo Alpha, thanks. The readback is all correct. Actually, stand by. Yeah, the closest weather, I believe I got Hamilton, the wind showing 070 at 4, altimeter 3003. You can switch to Unicom for the departure. Give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
We're switched over to Unicom. We'll get back to you once we're airborne on 25.770 Bravo Alpha. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. Air Canada 602 Toronto. I'll have lower for you in about 20 miles here. Transat 886 Toronto, proceed direct Lorca, climb flight level 350.
Direct Lorca up to 350, Air Transat 886.
All right, I can take down my Waterloo information, maybe put up my Oshawa information here. Not enough ATISes. As if like 4 is enough to keep track of anyways, in all honesty. I wouldn't want to do much more than 12. Okay, let's see here. City ground, London ground, Waterloo ground, and finally, Oshawa ground. I'm going to have them all open by the end of the evening. Oh, man. Okay. I think he's not going to be a wake turbulence issue, so that's going to work really well. Papa Echo Zulu Toronto on the missed fly the published missed approach, and just let me know your intentions for Oshawa once you get into the missed approach there.
We'll fly the published mist, and we'll give you intentions when we're on the other side of the city, Papa Echo Zulu.
Roger. Air Canada 602 Toronto, when ready to send 12,000. Toronto altimeter 3002, information now Delta.
Alright, so descend 2,000, 12,000 in case 602.
Roger.
Hey, Jazz 7773, we're clear of 66 right, looking for taxi City Gate 138 at Terminal 1.
Jazz 7773, continue across runway 06 left, Delta, and I'm sorry, you said 167?
It's going to be Gate 138.
138, I was way off. Okay, taxi across runway 06 left, Delta, Alpha, and Alpha Lima for 138.
Delta Alpha, Alpha Lima, no worries, Jazz 7773. And we're going to cross 06 left as well.
Roger.
Canada 2384, Toronto Center, hello, with you at stand 157 with information Delta requesting IPROD of Montreal.
Okay, 2384 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key Fife departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, depart runway 05, squawk 2274.
Cleared to Montreal via the Dead Key 5, Miglo transition, depart runway 05, squawk 2274, Canada 2384.
Air Canada 2384, the readback is correct. Information in Toronto is Delta. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
I have Delta, and I'll call for push 2034.
November 11 Yankee Delta, the Oshawa altimeter 3003.
K3003 for 1 Yankee Delta. And can I take 5-minute break?
November 11 Yankee Delta, absolutely no problem. Just let me know when you're back.
Yeah, I'll call you back, thanks.
Okay, Oshawa information. Charlie, I did put the right runway on there, right? I did put runway 12, I did, yeah. All right, it's kind of calmed down a little bit. It was getting really darn hectic there for a little bit, but it definitely has calmed down somewhat now. I feel like this chat is not working here because there we go. Now it connected. I don't know why it didn't connect before, but it was not connecting properly, but now it connected. Anyways. Papa Echo Zulu, I see you in the mist out of city there. You can climb to 3,000. And Oshawa's runway 12, information Charlie.
Climbing 3,000 for Papa Echo Zulu, and we're just planning our approach for runway 12 at Oshawa.
Papa Echo Zulu, I assume you're going to want the RNF 12 when you're able. Direct Olovu.
Papa Echo Zulu, roger.
All right, this is bugging me because these are out of order. Should be the high sector, and then the low sector, and then the arrival, and then all the ground views. It's been out of order for a long time, and it's been bugging me for a long time. Well.
Air Canada 2384, Delta for push.
Air Canada 2384, push back onto lane 8 and call ready for taxi.
Push back onto lane 8 and I'll call for taxi, Air Canada 2384.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Toronto Center, Papa Echo Zulu, we're direct Olovu.
Papa Echo Zulu, roger.
Jazz 773, I have no idea how we managed, but we completely missed Alpha. If you need us back on Alpha, we can go ahead and take the next left, or we could just continue on the apron here.
Yeah, Jazz 773, that's fine. Just continue around the apron and lane 7 at 138.
Continue on the apron, lane 7 at 138, thank you much.
Well, my father just got...
one Yankee Delta's back.
One Yankee Delta, thank you. My father just got back from his... What was that, 9-day... No, that was longer than 9 days. I think it was like 12-day voyage around Europe. It sounds like he had fun. Pop Echo Zulu, did you want to go any higher than 3,000, or are you okay with 3,000?
Papa Echo Zulu, 3,000 is good for us.
Roger. All right, it definitely got quieter. Oh, we got another departure logged in here. They keep coming, slowly but surely. This guy's pushing. This guy's going to Kingston. 2 flights to Kingston. Who would have thought? Yeah, that'll work. Agnob will work. Okay. All right, I feel like I can breathe a little bit again here. That was a hectic 90 minutes. That was only 90 minutes. That felt like longer than 90 minutes. That was a hectic 90 minutes. I had fun though. Like I'm glad it was busy. This is the first time I could say I've lucked out with a busy stream in a while. These guys are just getting off in time here. 50 minutes may not be enough, but anyways.
Toronto Center, hello. Citation 200 Bravo Alpha. We're climbing through 3,700 for 9.
November 200 Bravo Alpha Toronto, hello, Squawk Cadet. And November 200 Bravo Alpha Toronto. Unfortunately, pretty much as you made that southbound turn, you left my airspace. I was keeping my fingers crossed Cleveland would show up, but they did not. So you can switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates further climb. Your discretion. Have a good rest of your flight.
Yeah, no worries at all. Thanks for getting us out of there. I appreciate it. 200 Bravo Alpha. Take care. Have a good night.
Good night. I lost my Transat there. Transat on his way to Montreal just finished off my scope, so now I've just got the TBM on their way.
Canada 2384 for taxi. Runway 05.
Air Canada 2384, Toronto, runway 05. Information is Delta altimeter 3002. Taxi lane 7, Alpha Lima, Tango, Echo, Golf, Hotel. Cross runway 15 left and 15 right.
Altimeter 3002, I have information Delta Taxi Alpha Lima Tango Echo Golf Hotel, cross 15 left, cross 15 right, Air Canada 2384.
Roger. It was hectic there for a while. It's really kind of settled down to almost nothing. Papa Echo Zulu Toronto, you're cleared at the Oshawa Airport, RNAV runway 12, Olovu transition.
Cleared Arnav, runway 12, Olovu transition for Pop Echo.
And Papa Echo Zulu, report turning final, please.
Pop Echo Zulu will report final.
Got a couple airplanes on the apron there. Otherwise, not much is happening at any of my satellite airports anymore. I moved my ATISs around, hoping to lure somebody in, but it seems to have petered out a little bit here. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but it's petered out for now. Let's have a quick look here. I'm sure there must be still inbounds coming to Toronto. I got 7 inbounds. 7 aircraft have departed. 4 aircraft have filed flight plans out of Toronto, I think. All right, well, we got a few anyways on the way. I don't know how long all of them are actually taking to get here, but anywho. Let's see here, inbounds arriving. En route ETA 100, 119, 221, 926 from Copenhagen. Just took off from Copenhagen, Scandi. Yeah, and 2 departures out of Boston. They'll take an hour to get here. I got all night. I got nothing really on my docket for tonight, so I got all night. Number 11 Yankee Delta, Trenton altimeter 3001.
K3001 for 1 Yankee Delta.
Pop Echo Zulu, if I didn't give it to the altimeter Oshawa 3003.
Pop Echo Zulu, Roger, I don't think the altimeter's changed since I left London, but thank you.
It's been pretty stable. We got a handful of arrivals, and I got time to give because I got nothing else going on tonight. I could definitely do 3, maybe even 4 hours. And I'm also, as much as I'm also trying to get out these streams, I'm also trying to balance out my hours on the network to make sure that I have at least 50% of my hours in this quarter in the home FIR, which is Toronto. So I did hit up all the rest of them, I believe, for the quarter, but I just had to make sure that Toronto is over the top in terms of being the majority of my hours. Okay. All right, so November 172 Sierra Papa is new, as is often the case when someone uses that call sign, as it's like a default call sign in MSFS. Air Canada 602 to send 8,000.
Send 8,000 Air Canada 602.
And 1 Yankee Delta, we have a approach request if you are ready for it.
And November 11 Yankee Delta, I actually just hit the switch here. It's going to work out really nicely because you have to tell Montreal what you want to do anyways. Call them now on 128.77. Have yourself a good night.
Okay, we'll give Montreal call in 2877. Thanks, see ya.
See ya. All right, well, at least he's asking questions now, because you definitely can't spawn on the runway. That's a big no-no, and it's right there in like all the VATSIM training documents too. That's like, do not spawn on a runway. Okay to spawn on aprons and other parking areas, but taxiways, runways, especially runways. Taxiways, not so much. I can kind of deal with that, but runways especially, a big no-no. You can't just spawn on a runway.
Toronto Sun, Air Canada 472 requesting clearance to Kingston with Delta.
Air Canada 472 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Kingston via the Verdo 7 departure Agnob transition flight plan route off of runway 05 squawk 3416.
And Air Canada 472 cleared to Kingston by the Verdo 7 departure, Agnog transition, then flight plan route. And apologies, I didn't hear the second part of the clearance there.
Air Canada 472, it's depart runway 05 squawk 3416.
Air Canada 472 departing 05 squawk 3416.
Air Canada 472, that readback is correct. The Toronto information is Delta. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Air Canada 472, we got Delta. We'll call you for push.
Toronto Center, hello again. Jazz 773, looking for pushback from stand 138, just going to be branch the Air Canada ramp for the night.
Air Canada, or correction, Jazz 773, pushback onto lane 7, tail to the east, call ready for taxi.
Pushback on the lane 7, tail east, we'll call for taxi, Jazz 773.
Toronto Center, Papa Zulu, establish flying.
Pop Echo Zulu Toronto, wind 080 at 2, clear to land, runway 12.
Good land, runway 12, Papa Zulu.
Air Canada 602, descend 6,000.
Descend 6,000, Air Canada 602.
Hi. So much for the satellite airports. But it was good while it lasted. Can't complain. This is definitely a good evening to be on. I wouldn't have necessarily thought it, but nevertheless, here we are, and it's doing quite well. And I'll probably be around for a little bit of time tomorrow too, because I got not much to do tomorrow. I got kind of a whole day to kill tomorrow, so might do some walking around a little bit. But yeah, I got lots of time to kill tomorrow as well. Might do some controlling. I got some other things I would like to try and do, but yeah. I'm also pretty excited because I'm also going on vacation, which is actually kind of nice because I haven't been on a proper vacation in quite a few years. I've had a few little things here and there, but it's been years since I went on a proper vacation. Years, literally years. So it's yeah, it's just gonna be nice to have a real proper vacation going away and actually getting some time away, getting to do some touristy stuff. I just have not done that in so long. Air Canada 602, descend 4,000.
4,000 Air 602.
Yeah, so it's I am stoked, and it's over a week of vacation. I have not had like a week-long vacation in 7 years, where we actually went somewhere, like traveled somewhere for a week. It's been 7 years since the last time I went on a week-long vacation. Most of my vacations have been like little 2-day, 3-day excursions. Usually most of the time when we had a layover somewhere. That's like the extent of my vacationing. It's not really a vacation when you're on layover. To actually travel somewhere, not necessarily spending the time in the hotels, but just spending some time somewhere else. Air Canada 2384 Toronto. Contact me once you're airborne. Winds 160 at 6. Clear for takeoff. Runway 05.
Call you everyone, runway 05, clear for takeoff. Air Canada 2384.
Papa Echo Zulu, welcome to Oshawa. Left turn on 05 is approved. And do you know where you're heading?
Pop back to Zulu, turn left on 05 and back to executive via Bravo, I believe.
Papa Echo Zulu, taxi 05 and up Bravo to the apron.
Thank you. Bravo to the apron, and thanks for the service, Rob. Cheers.
Well, thank you for the fun.
Was it fun?
It's fun now that I look back on it. Air Canada 602, turn right heading 330, descend 3,000. Air Canada 602, turn right heading 330, descend 3,000.
Apologies, 330 and 3,000 clicked the wrong button for the mic. Air Canada 602.
No worries.
And Jazz 773, ready for taxi to the Air Canada, right?
Jazz 773, are you going in the Alpha Echo entrance?
Stand by, let me grab that for you. And 773, I'd like Alpha Golf if possible.
Okay, Jazz 773, taxi lane 7, Alpha Lima, Alpha, and Alpha Golf.
Lane 7, Alpha Lima, Alpha Golf to the ramp. Thanks for the ATC. Have yourself a good night.
No problem, good night. Correction, Air Canada 602, turn right heading 030 for the intercept, cleared the ILS, 06 right.
030 and clear for the ILS intercept on 06 right, Air Canada 602.
Air Canada 2384, everyone with you passing 2,500.
Air Canada 2384, Toronto, thanks. Identified, climb, flight level 230.
Climb level 230, Canada 2384.
And Air Canada 602, if you don't have it captured already, continue right turn 090 to re-intercept. Still cleared the approach.
Roger, we don't have it picked up yet.
Air Canada.
Correction, we do have it picked up. We're just going to continue. 602.
Air Canada 602, sorry about that. I just made the turn for you a little bit too late.
Oh, no, you're all good. We can make her work. Tighter the better.
Air Canada 2384, turn right, direct dead key on course.
Direct dead key on course 2384.
Air Canada 472, request push and start with Delta at 132.
Air Canada 472, push back onto lane 7 and call ready for taxi.
Push back onto lane 7, we'll call ready for taxi, Air Canada 472.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 2806, requesting IFR clearance to Boston.
Air Canada 2806, Toronto, good evening. You're clear to the Boston Logan Airport via the Kepta Tree departure, bump a transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk 6272.
Cleared to Boston via the Kepta Tree departure, bumper transition, departing runway 05, squawk 6272, 2806.
Air Canada 2806, the readback correct. Information Delta is current in Toronto. Call me ready for pushback.
Information Delta, call for pushback 2806.
Air Canada 602, Toronto, the wind's 160 at 5, cleared to land, runway 06 right.
Good land 06 right, Air Canada 602.
I feel like it's been a non-stop tailwind all night long, but they just don't want to switch the runway. It's just like a 2-knot tailwind, which is not enough to make them want to switch runways. Hopefully. It'll be interesting to see, but I mean, I don't care if they want to switch runways at this point. There's so little traffic. A runway change is going to be a non-issue. It'll take no time at all. But anyways. It definitely got quieter. I should have logged on sooner. Capitalized on that traffic at the start of the event here, because now I think it's going to peter out in the next 1 to 2 hours here, and so I'll definitely stick around for at least 1 more hour. If it really starts to get boring by then, I will probably log out by 2 Zulu. 02 Zulu if it's gotten really boring by then, and I feel like it will. I feel like it's not going to be an exciting day from here on out. I could be wrong, and I'd love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. Jazz is taxiing the hangar. Air Canada 472. I got the one Air Canada climbing out here. 2384. Air Canada 2384. Proceed direct Miglo and climb flight level 370.
Climb level 310, direct Miglo, Air Canada 2384.
Air Canada 2384, close, but it's climb flight level 37037.
Air Canada 2384, Roger 370. Could I get 310?
Air Canada 2384, sure. I'll show that for the final climb flight level 310.
Climb level 310, Air Canada 2384, thanks.
Yeah, sometimes SimBrief is a little bit optimistic here. It says, oh, climb to 31, and then you're like, it's not going to make 31. It's not going to do it. I mean, it's not going to make 37. It's saying climb 37, but it's not going to make 37. Air Canada 602, welcome to Toronto. Continue across runway 06 left, say parking.
Alright, we'll continue across 06 left, and we're looking for gate Bravo 13, Air Canada 602.
Wow, that's a weird one for Air Canada, but okay. Air Canada 602, okay. After crossing, taxi Delta, Alpha, and Alpha Tango for Bravo 13.
06 left, cross on Delta, Alpha, Alpha Tango for Bravo 13, Air 602.
Rouge 1861 Toronto, you on frequency? United 1732 Toronto, you on frequency? At least we're getting a couple of airplanes now again. One arrival, one
Air
over.
Canada 472 requesting taxi with Delta.
Air Canada 472 Toronto, thank you for Delta, runway 05 and the altimeter 3002, taxi down lane 7, Alpha Lima, Tango, Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right.
Air Canada 472, Alpha Lima, Tango, Hotel, cross 15 left and 15 right.
Air Canada 472, after Tango, it's Echo, Golf, Hotel.
That's going to be Alpha Lima, Tango, Echo, Golf, then Hotel, and cross 15 left, 15 right for Air Canada 472, thanks.
You got it.
Toronto Center, good day. United 1732 is with you 360.
United 1732 Toronto, good evening. Squawk it in, please.
Squawk it in.
Rouge 1864, checking in.
Rouge 1861 Toronto Center, good evening. Squawk it in, confirm your altitude.
Hi, Dan, and we're in the descent through 310.
Rouge 1861, thanks. For identified, descend 1000 Toronto, altimeter 3002, expedite descent.
1000, 3002 in Wilco, Rouge 1861, thank you.
United 1732 Toronto, identified, flight level 360. Rouge 1861, runway 06 right, information Delta.
06 right, we'll call you back with Delta.
Air Canada's 2384. Can I step up for 5 minutes?
Air Canada 2384, approved. Let me know when you're back. Air Canada 472, just passed behind company traffic northbound on Alpha.
We'll pass behind the company traffic on Alpha, going northbound, Air Canada 472.
Thanks. AFK. He's at 5 minutes.
Rouge 1861 is back. We've got Delta.
Rouge 1861, thank you. Air Canada 602, the traffic off the apron will give way to you.
Copy, look for traffic 602.
Giver, you were giving her around the corner, then you ground to a halt. I made a plan and tried to make a plan based on that, but then just didn't keep the speed consistently. I mean, it is what it is, but still, it's just one of those. You try to make a plan based on what you see, and then the equation changes immediately. Closest call of the night. At least it was on the ground. Can't scrape the wingtips too badly, right? Taxi's like, hi, taxi. Slow and steady wins the race. It's okay. Taxi slow all I want. Wow, he made it down. Wow. Rouge 1861, that was a nice descent there. Continue descent 8,000.
8,000, thank you. 61.
That was an impressive descent. Ay. Ooh, a handoff. From who? From Boston. Oh, look at this guy. He's a long way away, but that's okay. He's coming. He's going to be on my frequency, and he's going to be listening to absolutely nothing going on because nothing's going on. Stuff will happen, but it's amazing how quickly the pace can change from like just a swamp like crazy. I can't believe I'm keeping up with it to like, I'm getting bored now. Now I'm getting bored. I'm looking for things to do, things to talk about because I'm bored. And this is being bored is dangerous because that's when you stop paying attention at all. Like I, I find that like VATSIM especially is like the perfect demonstration um, of the stress curve, um, where it's just basically it's a bell-shaped curve, right? And so your ideal performance, so the ideal performance, the peak of your performance happens at a mid stress level. If you have too much stress, obviously your performance goes way down. You become saturated, you can't think, you can't take in more information because you have too much information, too much going on. And this is what often happens in accidents and things like that when people are overwhelmed by the situation. You know, you get an airplane with a dozen warning bells going off, alarms going off, and nobody can sort through them because there's just too much noise going on. And so you lose performance because there's too much stress. But at the other end of the spectrum, trying to do this in a way that you guys can see it, but at the other end of the spectrum here, too little stress means lack of performance because you have no concern over what's going on. And VATSIM is a perfectly typical example of that. Like you can go from, and in one single session, you can go from like insanity, and you're
Toronto Center, good afternoon. WestJet 562 at flight level 320.
WestJet 562 Toronto Center. Good evening. You can have way too much stress at the one end, and you're unable to keep up with it. But uh, with the amount of workload, and you're making mistakes because you're trying to do too many things at once. But at the other end of it, you can end up with just like because my mind is so bored, it wanders so easily. I'm not paying attention to anything that's going on. And so that also causes a decrease in performance. So there's like an ideal workload for people to be under. Too little work, and too much automation in the job can make it deadly. And this is something that pilots have to be very aware of and cognizant of because it happens to pilots all the time. They say that the aviation career is hours of boredom punctuated by seconds of terror. And that's usually the way it is. Most of the time, we've engineered most of the distress out of aviation. Most of the stress, everything is automated. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. It's very easy. So it's very easy to become complacent and not much happens. So you let your guard down. You kind of just like lean back and sit back and not doing much. Rouge 1861 descend 6,000.
6,000 Rouge 1861.
What up? Oh, gonna steal my business now, huh? Fair enough. All right, let me know when you're up and running. I didn't even see you sneak on there. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we're on an East Flow Price Sec, arriving 06 right, primary 05 secondary, and departing 05. It's information Delta. Do you want me to keep the ATIS or? No, not for at least an hour. Okay, sounds good. All right, on the ground, I got one on the taxi out there, Canada 472s going Echo Golf Hotel, crossing the 15 right as well. And then, I guess I should mark it as a taxi. Air Canada 2806 has a clearance, no push yet. Exactly, that's it. Okay, yeah, I'll start sending them over now. All right, Ravel your control. Oh, you know what? It's not showing up as prime though. You're showing as 99.98 right now. Okay.
And Toronto, Canada 2384, I'm back.
All right, Air Canada 2384, thank you. Rouge 1861, descend 4,000. Yes.
Understand 4000 for Rouge 1861.
Rouge 1861, roger. Contact arrival now, 132.8. Good evening.
328, we'll see you. Thank you.
Sounds good. Air Canada 472. You can monitor the arrival frequency 132.8 and let them know when you're ready, holding short of 05.
132.8, thank you very much. Air Canada 472.
Thanks, we'll talk to you on the way out. Air Canada 2806 Toronto. Arrivals come online when you're ready for pushback. Give them a call on 132.8.
Roger, Alpha 2806.
All right.
And Toronto Center, West 562, we appreciate your ATC. Looks like we gotta go offline. Thanks for everything. Have a great night.
All right, WestJet 562, thanks for letting me know, and we'll talk to you next time.
See ya, thanks.
So
and United 1732 looking to step away for a few.
All right, United 1732, just let me know how long are you thinking here?
Like probably 6 minutes.
Okay, United 1732, let me know when you're back.
Thank you.
010, sure, why not? Something like that. Anyways, it's about the right ballpark. So now we got the arrival controller coming online, which means now I'm losing all my excitement here of what's going on the ground. I might keep that open just to see what's going on, but there's no point in, oops, not that button, this button here. There's no point in keeping all these views open, so I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these here. I could keep London, actually. And I'm going to close Waterloo. I'm going to close Oshawa, because there doesn't seem to be much going on at any satellite airports. It really has petered out early for the evening. VATSIM radar. I find that now. And Toronto, unfortunately, has become an inconsistent FIR in the last little while. It used to be a very all the time. It was busy all the time. And now it's become very kind of like, meh. A lot of the time there's nobody online, which then means it's, just not as exciting as it used to be. What I said. Yeah. Montreal, that's having their event, has got 4 departing, 12 airborne, 1 landed, and 10 arriving. And then Boston was just always online. 34. It should be on the news sector files unless they've been updated again. I have to switch them out for the CanScope stuff, but should be. It was updated. I updated it like a month ago. But I had to get rid of Situ again. It's too annoying to use. The F1 blocking. I can't deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with not having F1. F1 does everything. Opens up all your views, opens up your distance separation tools, all that good yummy stuff. It's the only way I can control at a normal pace. So until it gets resolved, I'm not going to be using it. Yeah, I don't have multiple screens available to me most of the time. Yeah, my screen's not big enough to do that, though. You end up with way too small a crowd of screen. I am, so it's, I can't. Yeah, so this is the option that works. It's unfortunate because does some neat stuff, but until they make that optional, it's a showstopper for me. Pity, because there's a lot of neat features in it, but yeah, for some reason it hijacks it. And you can do like a long press, but the long press takes way too long. It's like the whole point is to make it fast, not slow. All right. See ya. Air Canada 2384, contact the Montreal Center now, 128.77. Good evening.
Montreal 128.77, Air Canada 2384. Have a good night.
Good night. And now I'm down to like 3 airplanes because I got an arrival controller on because everyone's trying to get their hours in, especially because it's kind of the end of the end of the quarter, which is on VATSIM is big because all the activity requirements are quarterly now. So all of a sudden, everyone gets emails like 2 weeks or 4 weeks before the quarter expires, like, you don't have enough activity this quarter. You got to get your activity up, or you'll get bounced out of your FIR. So it tends to be the time when you can see more controllers in. But it's unfortunate that Toronto has been less than consistently online for the last little while, and it comes and it goes, and that's the thing that doesn't worry me about it long term is that it comes and it goes. It's pretty much always the nature of VATSIM being a voluntary organization is that there will be ebbs and flows in the staffing levels, in the interest levels. I've seen it happen time and time again in every FIR in Canada for sure. I've seen everybody have low periods where there's very little activity going on, and then I've seen everybody have high periods, and they don't all happen at the same time. It's just a natural evolution. Low periods, there's sometimes um, things that happen within an FIR that drive people away, whether it be people managing things that they don't like or a lack of events and training that drives people away. Um, and then it sort of becomes a downward spiral where the less people are online, the less people want to be online. It ends up like that. Uh, but then you get a concerted effort. You get a couple of the right people in good places, getting online very consistently, and it inspires everybody else to come online more because then the airplanes come, and then more and more controllers want to come. So a lot of places can reach a downward spiral, and especially because the the trouble is the training. The training takes a long time, takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of one-on-one time with students. So that's usually the thing that kills an FIR for a period of time is when there's nobody doing training or there's only one person trying to do all the training, and it's a lot to get people trained. So when one person's doing it, it's overwhelming. It takes a while to do it. And then but if you can get one person trained, and then that person can also turn around and start training other people, and then and so on and so on, then it can suddenly pick up quite quickly, especially if you have an enthusiastic group who's willing to buckle down and do some work and spend quite a bit of time online teaching people. And once you get that, it can turn around. So like I don't worry about it. I think because I've seen it happen many times. I've been on this network now for 15 years, which just blows me away to say that. I've been controlling on this network for 15 years. I've seen things come and go. I've seen high periods where there's tons of activity, and there's always people online. You're always hanging out, chatting with people, and controlling airplanes, and there's always controllers online. And I've seen low periods where there's nobody. There was a period where I was like the sole person trying to do training in this FIR. And it's like, well, and there's constantly new people applying. And it's like, well, I have to put you at the bottom of the list because I've got this other list of people. You're like number 35 on my list of people to train because I'm one person, and I can only do like 2 sessions a week on average. So like it takes a month or more for me to get a rating for one person, a month or two for me to get a rating for one person. It's just like when you're the only person doing training, and there was a period of time where I was the only person here training. Uh, it just takes a lot of time. Even if you can get a second person in there and start doing some training, it's great. That doubles the amount of training you can do, and you can get people through one person by themselves. It's hard. It's hard, and it's I hate to say it, but it's almost depressing when you're the only person around. So I've seen the good times and I've seen the bad times. I've seen it come and go, and I believe it'll come back again at some point. It's just right now we seem to be in not a rock bottom, but in a lower period, and definitely in a bit of a recession where there's definitely less activity going on. It's not a full on depression. It's not really really dark, deep or anything, but there's not as much activity as there has been sometimes in the past, which is a bit disappointing because there are quite a few enthusiastic people, but I think they're mostly stuck in kind of in the training process right now. There's in the time I've been on stream here, I've had 3 people come in here and ask me to supervise them, and when you're on stream, you can't do supervising because there's just you can't focus.
Toronto Center Canada 472 with you, coming through 10,500.
Air Canada 472 Toronto Centre, hello. Climb flight level 190. You can go direct AgNob.
Up to 190 direct AgNob for Air Canada 472.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people kind of stuck in training right now. Like I said, three people came in and asked me to supervise them, and I'm not allowed to if I decide to stream. So because I decide to stream today, I'm not allowed to supervise them, which is fine because and everyone's fine with that. Like, oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Sorry, even though, but there's a lot of people who they see somebody online and they're eager to get some time online, which shows me that like there's definitely a shortage of instructors right now in Toronto because it seems like people are desperate they see somebody and they're always desperate to get online. And it's not a bad thing. That's just the way the system is sometimes. So I'm hoping that when some of this enthusiasm gets to the top end, there will be a little bit more activity. It also feels like events are fairly irregular in Toronto right now. The only one that seems to be coming fairly consistently is the Toronto Thursdays. That one's very consistent, very well accessed, and unfortunately, I will miss it tomorrow because I will be working, but that's fine. But yeah. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I haven't seen all that many events recently, and I think that's a part of it too. Is that when there's lots of events hopping and happening, people are interested. Pilots are interested when there's events, and then the controllers are interested too, and they're here more often, and it just becomes a habit. And I get out of it too, so I can't complain really. I don't put in the time I used to. I'm trying to make it a little bit more of an effort, but my schedule has shifted, my lifestyle has shifted a little bit. United 1732, are you back? Yeah. I'm hoping that in the future it's going to change a little bit more again. Because right now, the time that I used to spend is not that I used to kill by being online. And it's not that I don't enjoy being online, but it's a great thing to do on the road. You can do it anywhere as long as you got a Wi-Fi connection. You bring your computer with you. You can do it anywhere. So on the road is where I've always been doing it, and now I'm not on the road as much as I was before, which is on the flip side is a good thing because it means I am getting more time with my family, which is great, and I'm not trying to complain about that. But that was a trigger. That was a reason to spend time online. And when I'm at home, I just don't feel like I have the block of time that's big enough to be online. Air Canada 395, Toronto, leave my airspace to the west. Winnipeg Center is offline. Switch to the on-air frequency. Your surveillance service terminates.
Roger, going to Toronto, thanks, ATC Air Canada 395. See you.
Take care. So yeah, like for me, like, and I've always said this, like, I have to set aside a minimum 2 hour block. If it's not 2 hours, I don't generally think it's worth locking on because it takes 30 to 45 minutes in most cases to build traffic. So then you get the traffic, and then you log off 30 minutes after the traffic starts to appear. So like 45 minutes an hour after the traffic starts to appear. So like I find like if anything less than 2 hours, and I just feel like it's not worth it. And the other thing that also gives me pause about whether I want to log on to the network or not is how strict, because usually it is a before bed activity. It's usually in the evening after everything else is done. I come on and I put some hours in before I go to bed. The other thing that also plays into it so often is how strict is my bedtime, which sounds silly, but the reason being is that because I always fall for it on VATSIM. I always, just 10 more minutes. There's one last airplane I got to get on the ground. I just got to get this guy on the ground. I just got to get this guy off the ground, turned on course. Then I'm going to log off. Then I'm going to log off. Then I'm going to log off. All right, I'm getting rid of this United 1732. United 1732 Toronto, are you back? He's gone. Yeah, and I know myself. I'll fall for it. I will always fall for it. I'm always willing to stay on for one more guy. And I know that if like I have a strict bedtime, like I have 2 hours, and then I want to be going to bed in 2 hours, that always gives me pause about connecting to VATSIM because I'll get to that 1 hour and 45, 1 hour and 50 mark, and then I'll just be like, 20 more minutes because I got an inbound. 30 more minutes because I got an inbound.
Air Canada 472, our top descent's in about 15 miles. Just wondering what runway we can expect for our arrival into Kingston.
Air Canada 472, stand by. Air Canada 472, your arrival will be with Montreal. I'm just looking at the weather here. Looks like they got information Victor up there. Winds are showing 200 at 3, so I'd imagine probably 19.
Air Canada 472, thanks, appreciate that.
Air Canada 472, when ready to send 14,000, Kingston altimeter is 3002.
When ready, we'll descend 14,3002 for Air Canada 472.
Yeah, because I just know myself. I can't, once I'm on the network, I have a hard, if there's any activity at all, I have a hard time tearing myself away. If there's no airplanes, no problem. But if there's airplanes, even if there's just one person, one pilot, it's like I hate to leave them in the lurch. I always want to try and give them good service all the way to the ground. So I admire I admire the American controllers because they tend to set a time and that's it. You know, come hell or high water at midnight Zulu at 202 Zulu. That's it. I'm out. It's closed. Done. Doesn't matter. There could be 7 people on approach, 7 people converging on the major airport. Pull the plug. I'm done. And their events are even more striking just for how fast that happens. Literally, the end of the event will chop up, and 1 minute later, you will go from having a fully staffed facility with 12 controllers to 0. And it's just back to Unicom and CTAF and everything else. And it's like, I get it. I totally get it. I admire that in a way, but at the same time, like, I just, I hate to say I feel bad, but I feel bad. I do not want to leave people in the lurch. I don't want to, if they're, and I have no problem leaving if I'm handing it off to somebody else. That's the other thing, too.
Hey, Toronto Center, United 1732.
Yeah, it's 1732 Toronto. Welcome back. You left my airspace a few minutes ago. You can switch on frequency. Surveillance service is terminated, and have a good night.
Yeah, sorry about that. Beer run took a little long, but have a good night.
Well, it's only okay if you bring some for me.
Alright, yeah, I got some Labatt's. Have a good one.
Thanks. Have a good night. There you go. But that's yeah, and I tend to have no problem at all if there's another controller pulling in and taking over for me. Then I'm like, I can log off just like that because I can hand it off and I know people are being taken care of. It's leaving people in the lurch. I want to leave people, get people turned on to final or get them departed and turned on course. I hate to leave people, so that's why like I know if I have a firm departure time, like in general, if I have a firm bedtime, I plan a VATSIM session to end 1 hour before my firm bedtime because I know I will not get off when I say I'm going to get off. I know I'm going to fudge it by 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Air Canada 472, you can contact the Montreal Centre now on 128.77 and have yourself a good night.
12877, and you have a great night as well. Thanks very much for the help, and have a great night, Air Canada 472.
See ya. Yeah, I don't mind handing off to somebody else. I love, that's beautiful when you can do that, and there's no switching. There's no the pilots are none the wiser that it's happening until all of a sudden there's another voice on frequency, and I always love that. I always think that's so slick when we do that. Doesn't happen too often. Just looking at the list of arriving airports in the U.S. or in VATSIM anyways, which is the U.S. now apparently, but there's 16 aircraft en route to LAX, 12 en route to Atlanta, 12 en route to Heathrow, but then why is there 32 en route to Boston when I sorted by that column? Oh no, I didn't support. No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong column here. That's why. 16 en route to LAX, 12 en route to JFK, 12 en route to Atlanta, 12 en route to Heathrow, 11 en route to Boston, 11 en route to San Fran, 10 en route to Toronto still. So I've got quite a few inbounds. When they're all going to get here, I don't know. I see one coming. I see two coming. I see some coming. They're getting there. But it's one of those things too. Like as a pilot, I would look at it and say, this guy's been on now for 2.5 hours. How much longer has he got in him? Anytime I see a controller's hour count go above 2 is when I become suspicious. Is how much longer is he going to be on for? Uh, is he still going to be there when I get there? And 2 is kind of the hour count that I look at and say, okay, he's definitely met kind of a minimum personal requirement. Most people, I think, usually try to put in at least 2 hours, and people put in a lot more, but that's kind of the minimum time I think people put in. All right, I see you coming, Transat. I see you coming. Are you going to Toronto or are you going to Montreal? Oh, he's going to Montreal. Yeah. I mean, I can't blame him, but oh, I thought I had an arrival. Okay, what about this guy? This guy's going to the Hammer. Ooh, I gotta put up an ATIS in the Hammer. All right, I'm gonna take down my Oshawa ATIS because I don't see too much happening there. And put up a Hammer ATIS. Runway 12. How's this thing needs to be plugged in soon to charge. Okay, Hammer time. Impression X-ray. Sky clear, 17 degrees. Nice day in the Hammer. That's all I can say. Nice day in the Hammer. So we'll see what'll happen here. Toronto's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the world for arrivals. Let's see my list of arrivals here for Toronto. I got more are still on the ground than are airborne. We got 152 FedEx from Boston. I think I see him down there in the corner. Air Canada 118 from Montreal at 210. Air Canada 843 from Frankfurt at 218. Air Canada 22 Kilo from Calgary at 439. Okay, that's not happening. Scandi 949 at 933. So that didn't happen. But we've also got on the ground in Ottawa, Montreal, LaGuardia, Boston, and Memphis coming to Toronto. So I feel like the Memphis probably not going to happen. 706 miles. That's like a 2-hour flight. Probably not going to happen. But Boston, LaGuardia, Montreal's, Ottawa, those are all very possible within the next hour and a half, which is kind of my outside limit. Oh, we got departure airborne as well. Yeah, the thing is too is I was up early tonight. I was up early this morning, so I don't know. Pushing 03 Zulu, I got some caffeine going here, and that's probably the only thing keeping me going at this point.
Toronto Center, hello.
Hello.
Charlie X-ray Papa and Papa is flight level 240.
X-ray Papa Romeo Papa, Toronto Center. Good evening at 240. He doesn't even have the star for Hamilton in there. Okay, let's do this.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 26, 10,700 for 230.
Air Canada 2806, Toronto Center. Good evening. Continue climb flight level 390. Proceed direct Hank.
Climb flight level 390, proceed direct tank 2806.
Don't know why I want to get him off my frequency as quickly as possible, but anyways. I feel like it's this one. Is it the Tickham? Nope, that's not it.
And 2806 was the direct Hank.
Air Canada 2806, affirmative, direct Hank. Hotel Alpha November, Kilo Kilo.
Direct Hank 2806.
X-ray Papa Romeo Papa Toronto. I've got a amended route advise ready to copy.
Yeah, Charlie X-ray Papa and Papa ready to copy.
X-ray Papa Romeo Papa. Proceed direct Ilusi. India, Lima, Uniform, Sierra, India, and at Ilusi join the TICAT 1 arrival for Hamilton.
Okay, we will proceed direct to Lucy, then join the TICAT 1 arrival into Hamilton. Charlie X-ray Papa and Papa.
Transat 106, Toronto, you here?
Transat 106, we just connected with you, sir, and hello, we are at 37,000 feet.
Transat 106, Toronto Center. Good evening, sir. Squawk ident, please. Transat 106, merci. Identified at flight level 370. I see a lot of aircraft that have been turfed to Unicom here, and this guy's been kept, so maybe, no. I feel like people are getting turfed to Unicom early down here by Boston, so I was just wondering if he was leaving, but I don't see any evidence he's leaving. We'll see what happens here. Transat 106, you proceed direct Miglo.
Proceed direct mid-low at Transat 106, thank you.
All right, where's my chart for Hammertown? Herbal at 16,000, max 250 knots. Coming in the north end? Nope, I don't see that Calgary flight at all. Not even showing up on the screen yet. Not even close. Well, that's most stimulating controlling now that I don't have the ground control. It's really the top-down controlling that makes this FIR interesting. And it's not just that, but it's 90% of the time it's the only way to get enough traffic to keep life interesting. Okay, so Southwest is taking a big turn to the left there. FedEx is at 34. They're going to cross paths at some point here, so I got to kind of keep an eye on this. At least we're going to have a few more airplanes on my frequency again, because it was getting to be a snooze there for a while. It still is a bit of a snooze here, but yeah, those guys are right in the collision course, aren't they? Air Canada 2806. For traffic, turn left 20 degrees.
Turn left 20 degrees, 2806.
I just need to see the altitude separate enough here. I'm just not sure how well the climb rate's going to work here. Air Canada 118 Toronto, thanks. Identified and continue climb, play level 360. Air Canada 118 is text only, so we called up passing 28 for 36. So we got 2 receive onlys, which still does not make for interesting broadcasting, because then I'm just reading their text. FedEx 773 at play level 320. Welcome. Air Canada 2806, reaching flight level 330. You can turn back direct to Hank.
Reaching flight level 330, we can go direct to, what's that waypoint for 2806?
Air Canada 2806 back to Hank.
Back to Hank 2806.
Thank you. Air Canada 118 Toronto. The Toronto Pearson Airport information is Echo. Plan runway 06 right. Air Canada 118, looks like you filed the Ragged 5, so that would be the arrival you're going to fly. FedEx 773 Heavy, Toronto, okay. Runway 05, information is Echo, and yeah, we'll contact your company about having some crews meet you at the FedEx ramp. All right, so he's saying that they are overweight and they want the longest runway, which is fine. FedEx 773 Heavy, descend 17,000, Toronto altimeter 3003. All right, it's going down to 17,000. So he said, Toronto Center seems like we have too much cargo on board. We'd like the longest runway possible, and we'd like maintenance crews on standby at the apron. Air Canada 118 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240. It says descend flight level 240, Air Canada 118. That was a when ready, but whatever you want to do. At least there's some stuff happening here. I actually had to take some action to ensure there was no conflict here. FedEx 773 Toronto, you should have been cleared from Boston as filed, so I would expect you to fly the arrival that is filed in your flight plan. FedEx 773, you can expect vectors to final. It says vectors to final. Yeah, I mean approach transition, vectors to final for FedEx 773. All right. Should be reading these off as we go because its text does not really work for a VATSIM stream. Since I don't have the text appearing at the bottom because I blocked it with my what's it called, with the footer there at the bottom of the screen there, so you can't see the actual text that's being typed to me here. Scan up north, nothing happening up north whatsoever. Everything that's happening is happening down here. I see a few more departures coming out, so there's still some stuff coming. I see the Air Canada 843 coming as well. So we got a few arrivals over the course of the next hour. Not a whole lot, but a few. We'll definitely see if we can get them down there. But if it, again, it's one of those things where, like, if it really dries up to the point where there's no aircraft inbound, I will probably kill it. I will probably kill the stream and maybe go to bed, even though I said I want to stay up to midnight because I have to be up late tomorrow for work. I'm feeling tired. I got up early this morning. Air Canada 2806, contact Boston Center now, 134.7. Good evening.
134.7, 2806. See ya.
See ya. Something just kind of disappeared there. I didn't even notice what it was. Something kind of vanished there. Get me a few more descent clearances coming up here shortly. Then I hand everybody off to arrival, and then it's going to get boring again. But then I got 2 more arrivals, and then it's going to get boring again. I feel like after that 2 set of arrivals over here, these 2 guys, Toronto, they'll be the last 2. I think after them, I think we're going to probably pull the plug because I feel like since arrivals online, it really is not. He's really taking most of the interesting stuff that happens. As much as I like center because it's top down, but like if I had to pick an individual position I like, grounded Toronto might be one of the best positions. I think arrival is probably the single best position. Without having to make any other operations, arrival is definitely one of the most interesting positions. But the ground stuff is really interesting too. X-ray Papa Romeo Papa Toronto, when ready, descend 16,000, Hamilton altimeter 3003.
When ready, descend 16,000, altimeter 3003, Charlie X-ray Papa Romeo Papa.
There's one airplane trying to depart Toronto for Montreal still. I wonder how much longer Montreal's got in him too. I feel like in the next 15 minutes we might start to see some ATC disappear off this network here. Which we got pretty good coverage here. We got Boston, Montreal, Toronto all together as a little triumvirate here. We've also got Indy and Washington a little farther away. And we've got the N90, the New York Tracon online too. So there's a bunch of stuff that's online. It's surprising we haven't got more traffic, really. But I feel like Montreal, like I'm getting tired. I really am. More tired than I think I want to admit. Montreal's been online for almost 3 hours, so I feel like he could be also heading out soon too. Boston, I think, is come and go with a couple different controllers here, so. It's well-timed descent there by FedEx. It's perfect. Yeah, I'm feeling tired. And again, if my blood was pumping and adrenaline was going and things were happening, I probably wouldn't be feeling tired, but it's because there's very little going on. Just sitting there as a caretaker controller right now. Montreal terminal is showing a potential log off. Air Canada 118, Toronto, descend 12,000, Toronto altimeter 3003. It's been very steady all evening too, 3003 pretty much across the board. And he says, Roger 12,000, Air Canada 118. There's a dashboard as well going to city. So maybe we'll keep those guys going, but that'll be about the end of it. Is he dash 8? He is dash 8. It's going to be a while. It's going to be like an hour till he gets here. 252. Yeah, pretty much 3 Zulu. So the arrival controller still on at that point. But I could probably get him into the arrival terminal airspace anyways. FedEx 773 Heavy, Toronto, descend 11,000, Toronto altimeter 3003. Down to 11,000, says FedEx 773. It's crazy when you look at a place like VATSIM and like the randomness of it all. Like even though a lot of people do similar routes and you just throw in a few random things just between random places, like you never know where people are going to and from. Just looking over here, Boston to Midway, Boston to Pittsburgh, Boston to Pittsburgh. Then you've also got like Oakland to Teterboro. Midway LaGuardia. You get like all sorts of just sort of like people moving in random directions. There's certain traffic flows that are common, but it would be interesting to kind of see in a 24-hour period what all the routes are. And I guess SimBrief can kind of show you that. FedEx 773 request fuel dump. Oh, now he tells me. Okay. Okay, FedEx 773, stand by. I have your request. I gotta get geographic fix on him here. FedEx 773. For fuel dumping purposes, turn right, heading 020, descend 5,000. And FedEx 773, correction, descend 7,000. All right, so I said right 020 down to 5,000, 7,000. Okay. I gotta go talk to my arrival controller now. Hey, arrival from center. So FedEx 773 is overweight for landing. So he's going to want maintenance crews to meet him when he gets to the ramp. He's going to try and dump some fuel first. So I'm going to take him vector over Lake Ontario before I turn him back inbound. If you want to, yeah. I'm just going to give him I'll give him a right turn and then I'll give him to you in a minute here. Yeah, I was going to even give him like a little more. I gave him 020, so that should probably kind of keep him out of Cleveland's airspace, but kind of give him the maximum time over Lake Ontario. Okay, yeah, I'll just get him a little lower and then I'll ship him over to you. Okay, well at least it's something. It's not something different, anyways.
Toronto Center, hello, Air Canada 241, available 200.
Air Canada 241, flight level 300, hello, Toronto information is Echo.
We'll get information, Echo, Air Canada 241.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 430, good evening, climbing flight level 230, direct Detki.
Air Canada 430, Toronto Center, good evening, continue climb, flight level 330.
Flight level 330, copy Air Canada 430.
FedEx 773 Heavy. Contact Toronto arrival now, 132.8. They're aware of your need to dump. They'll let you know when to start dumping. All right, arrival from center. I told him not to start dumping yet because he's not over the lake yet, but you'll let him know. I guess he actually just crossed the lakeshore now, didn't he? He's yours now anyways. Air Canada 430, turn left direct Miglo on course.
Left turn direct Miglo, copy 430.
Air Canada. He said they loaded too much cargo, so he's too heavy for landing. Air Canada 241 Toronto, plan runway 06 right for arrival.
06 right, Air Canada 24.
Well, at least it's something. Something different. Oh, right, I had to plug this thing in, didn't I? What was I looking up on here? I was just looking to see if they've changed the orientation in Toronto yet, because they still seem to be just kind of, now it's winds calm, so they're probably going to just stick with the 5s and 6 rights, yeah. Okay, yeah, I need to plug in the tablet I have going here, which is my kind of ATIS summary.
Toronto Center, Canada 843, follow 380.
Air Canada 843 Heavy Toronto, good evening, 380. Information in Toronto is Echo, plan runway 06 right.
Alright, information, I believe Echo, and we'll plan runway 06 right, Air Canada 843.
That's correct. Okay, so I've just got to put this right here, which unfortunately puts my arm right in front of the scope for a second there, but that's just because the plug is literally right behind the screen there. Right. See if I can make this work. There we go. That should do it. Hey, there we go. Now it's charging. Nice. Air Canada 118 Toronto, contact arrival now, 132.8. Good day. $32.8, Air Canada 118, good day. Looks like we got the departure out of Ottawa here. We had another arrival here. We got a bunch of airplanes coming in here now. This is the time where it's actually almost a little beneficial. How long have you been ATC? I didn't even see you there. I'm Quentin. I'm sorry about that. Just sitting here. I haven't had a whole lot of chatting going on, but I have been doing this now for 15 years. I said that even earlier on this stream. 15 years I've been doing this, and it's a fun hobby. It comes and it goes, and some days.
Air Canada 27 checking in, climbing to 130.
And Air Canada 27, you should be with Montreal Center on 128.77, 128.77.
128.77, thank you.
15 years. Yeah, I know. I've been doing it way too long. Not consecutively. I have taken breaks over the last 15 years, but this stream is 15 years long. It started before Twitch was even a thing. No, but yeah, it's an addictive little hobby. It's one of those ones too that really scratches so many of my itches. There's a lot of interactivity to it. There's a lot of randomness to it, but there's also a lot of just like it's logistics, small gear and a big system kind of logistics to it that I really do kind of like. And so it's actually kind of working out. Like we're getting a bit of an arrival rush. This is actually going to work out in this FedEx guy with the fuel dumping by text. Having the arrival control at this point now, he can deal with that. He can deal with a couple of these things, and it kind of takes a bit of load off me here, so I can focus on this whole wave of arrivals. It's not bad. It's a very organized wave for the most part. Again, at 8:43, has he filed the ragged or has he filed the? Oh, he's filed the ragged. Oh shoot. Okay, that's fine. I just gotta draw it correctly here. Air Canada 421 Toronto, say Mach number.
Sorry, I mean 241 or 421.
Air Canada 241, say Mach number.
Mach point 70, Air Canada 241.
Air Canada 241, increase to Mach decimal 76 or faster.
Lock decimal 76, and Canada 241.
X-ray Papa Romeo Papa, contact Toronto arrival now, 132.8. Good evening.
Air Canada 27, climbing to 230.
Air Canada 27 Toronto, I got you now. Let's see here. Continue climb, flight level 320.
Air Canada 27, 320.
Papa Romeo Papa, contact Toronto arrival now, 132.8. Good night.
132 decimal, what, sorry, for Charlie X-ray Papa?
Papa Romeo Papa, 132.8.
132.8, Charlie X-ray Papa. Bonsoir à vous.
Air Canada 843 Heavy, Mach decimal 76 or less for sequence to Toronto, please.
Say again for 843.
Air Canada 843 Heavy, Mach decimal 76 or less for sequence Toronto.
Okay, we're to speed Mach decimal 76 or less for Air Canada 843.
Yeah, that should work. Should get their speeds more or less synced up. Air Canada 843 Heavy, thanks. When ready, descend flight level 310.
Toronto Center, very good evening, dashboard 2398, flight level 260.
And we'll descend when ready for Air Canada 843.
Air Canada 843, when ready, descend flight level 310.
Okay, 310, Air Canada 843.
Dashboard 2398, Toronto Center, flight level 260. Good evening. You can go direct to Lixu.
Can we get that waypoint again for the direct dashboard 2398?
Dashboard 2398, proceed direct Elixu. It's one more waypoint down the way. Oh, Montreal's gone. Montreal Center's gone.
Air Canada 27, I gotta reset my MCD. Can you tell me my current heading?
Air Canada 27. I can't tell you your current heading, but your current track is about 272.
Air Canada 27, should I say 272 then for now until I get this straightened out?
Air Canada 27 though for Tadmo, you should be on a heading or a track of about 252.
Air Canada 27 going to 252. Thank you.
Air Canada 241 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Air Canada 241.
All right, that's good. Dashboard 2398, the city information is Romeo, runway 08.
Romeo on board, 08 is in the box, dashboard 2398.
Transat 106 Toronto. You're about to leave my airspace to the east. Montreal has closed. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates, and have a good night.
All right, sir. Transat 106 is switching to Unicom. Thanks for the ATC. Bye.
Bye-bye. Looks like FedEx 773 is squawking 7700. Did he dump too much fuel now his engines are out? Oh, man. I'm almost glad I'm not dealing with it. My friend and I have been getting into VATSIM. We're just pilots, and I get it. It's fun. Yeah, it is. Even as a pilot, it's a fun network because you're just a small part of a big system. I mean, it can be very boring at times when you're the only person within a very big radius. But then there's other times where there's a lot of stuff happening all at once, and you work with other people. Air Canada 843 Heavy Toronto, continue descent, flight level 240. Air Canada 843 Heavy Toronto, continue this descent, flight level 240.
Continue descent 240, Canada 843 Heavy. Sorry, we're having some radio issues.
Okay. Air Canada 27 Toronto, are you going to climb up to 32 or are you happy down there?
Air Canada 27, if I could stay here, I'd be okay.
Air Canada 27, climb flight level 240.
Air Canada 27240.
Yeah, at least 2 more coming in. These guys are going to sucker me into staying for a while now. As is always the case. Always a sucker for them. I would say log on now and fly, but unless you're going to do something quick, I got an hour in me. Which you could probably get a departure out in that time, and you could probably even get a you could probably get like a GA flight in that time. But yeah, it is a fun hobby. There's times where it tests your patience for sure. It's not fun every single time I've ever logged on. Some days it's more work than fun. Some days it's like pulling teeth trying to get somebody to do something. Air Canada 843, squawk a new code please, 5612.
Alright, Squawk 5612, Air Canada 843.
There are days where and there's days where I'm very impatient with it too, guy. There are days where my patience is tested, usually by the pilots. And it's usually not all the pilots, it's usually 1 or 2 pilots. It's amazing how 1 or 2 pilots can just ruin it for me for everybody else. Like 1 or 2 pilots would be like, no, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just going to log off.
Toronto Center, dashboard 2390. Can we get our top percent, please?
Dashboard 2398 Toronto. When ready to send 14,000, the Toronto City altimeter 3002.
When ready to send 14,3002 on the altimeter for Toronto City, dashboard 2398.
Air Canada 241 Toronto. When ready to send 12,000, Toronto altimeter 3003. Air Canada 241 Toronto. When ready to send 12,000 on altimeter 3003.
When ready to send 12,000 on 3003, Air Canada 241.
Air Canada 27 Toronto, information is Echo, plan runway 06 right.
Air Canada 2706 right, information is Echo.
Boston logged off too. I didn't even notice that. I noticed Montreal left. Boston logged off too. Now we're a little island of green in a sea of black. On the VATSIM map, we're a green control sector, and all around that is black. I see a green sector, and I want to paint it black. No controlling anymore. I want it to turn black. Air Canada 843 Heavy, continue descent 12,000, transition speed 290 knots or less.
Alright, continue descent down to 12,000, transition speed 290 knots or less, Air Canada 843.
Air Canada 843, thanks. The altimeter Toronto 3003.
Okay, altimeter 3003, no worries, Air Canada 843.
Air Canada 241, transition to speed 290 knots or greater.
290 knots or greater, Air Canada 241.
Toronto Center back with you. Charlie X-ray Pattern Papa back with you. 9,876,000 bound TICAT 1 arrival.
Papa Romeo Papa, Toronto, thanks. Hamilton information is X-ray runway 12, say your approach request.
I guess we'll do the RNAV Zulu 1-2 for Charlie X-ray Papa.
Papa Romeo Papa, I copy your request. You can plan the RNAV Zulu 1-2. Air Canada 27 Toronto, when ready, descend 12,000. The Toronto altimeter is 3003.
Air Canada 27 going to 12,000 and altimeter is 3003.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 935 Heavy, flight level 400 with Echo.
Air Canada 935 Heavy, Toronto Center, good evening, Squawk Cadet. It can be frustrating. Air Canada 935 Heavy, Toronto. Your identified flight level 400. Toronto information is Echo. Altimeter 3003. I feel like that'd be a Rob question. Air Canada 935 plan, runway 06 right.
1.6 right, Air Canada 935.
Air Canada 430 Toronto, leave my airspace to the east. Unfortunately, Montreal Center has closed. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
22 right, we'll see you on the return if you're awake. Good night. Air Canada 430.
Oh, he might be. Stand by. Papa Romeo Papa Toronto, descend 4,000.
4,000, Charlie X-ray Papa.
Okay, so you're trying to intercept an RNAV with vectors to final? Yeah. So yeah, for the RNFs to final, you want to, I mean, you could really have any of the approach via be by anything, or you can have it no via. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to extend the final approach fix. So when you go direct to the, not the final approach fix, but like any of the fixes that are on final anyways, you know, an intermediate fix or anything, you want to go direct, but then you want to select the inbound radial on the direct to page. You don't want to just go direct. You want to select the inbound radial. So that way it'll show you that line, that straight line on final to intercept. And then in order to get it to actually intercept, you've just got to push the heading bug to get nav mode armed. The Phoenix should do it automatically. As soon as you do a direct radial in, it should automatically arm nav mode. Nav should come up in blue, but if it doesn't, push the heading button to arm nav mode. But the key is you've got to have some kind of a final approach track to look at. And then of course, if you're doing a final app approach, you need to arm the approach mode as well. Yeah, because you need to make sure that the waypoint, the two waypoint on the ND, the next waypoint that the airplane is looking for is the waypoint that's going to be next when you intercept final. Otherwise, it's never going to intercept. If you still have like the downwind track on there, it's never going to intercept it. No, you've got to tell it where you want it to start nabbing from. Stand by. X-ray Papa Romeo Papa, descend 3,000. You're cleared Hamilton Airport, RNAV Zulu runway 12, Saxil transition.
Send 3,000, cleared RNAV Zulu, Saxil transition, Charlie X-ray Papa.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is make sure that the two waypoints on there, if it's still on the downwind, like in Toronto, it'll never intercept because it's only looking for the current leg. It'll only ever intercept the current leg, so you've got to make sure that that inbound leg to the approach fix is the current leg. So then, yeah, direct to, and then make sure you put radial in. Don't just go direct to, select the fix, but then on the direct to page, make sure you select radial in and insert that radial in. That's the one that adds an extended center line. And it should, when you do that, it should arm nav mode automatically. It should go to nav blue. Air Canada 843 Heavy, start reducing speed 250 knots now.
Okay, we'll reduce speed 250 knots, Air Canada 843.
It's a complicated machine, but so smart. Air Canada 241, now you can resume published speeds at LERAT.
Resume public speed, Air Canada 241.
Good night. Air Canada 843 Heavy, resume published speeds at LERAT.
Alright, resume published speeds at LERAT, Air Canada 843.
And arrival from center. I gave Air Canada 241 resume published speeds a little bit too late there, so he's probably going to blow the
Toronto
speed
Center,
restriction
good
at LERAT.
evening. Air Canada 429 inbound Thorney at flight level 360.
First, Air Canada 241, contact Toronto arrival 132.8.
132.8, Air Canada 241.
And I'm sorry, was that Air Canada 429 calling?
Air Canada 429, we're inbound Thorney at flight level 360.
Air Canada 429 Toronto, good evening, squawk at Ent. Air Canada 429, thanks. Identified at flight level 360. The Toronto information is Echo, runway 06 right.
Expect runway 06 right, Air Canada 429.
Air Canada 935 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240. Air Canada 935 Heavy Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Ready to descend flight level 240, Air Canada 935.
And Air Canada 935, did I tell you runway 06 right?
Affirm.
Thank you. Air Canada 843 Heavy, contact Toronto arrival now, 132.8. Good evening.
132.8, thanks for the help, Air Canada 843, good night.
No worries, good night. Air Canada 429 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240. Dashport 2398 Toronto, descend 8,000.
We'll descend down to 8,000, dashport 2398.
Air Canada 429 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Air Canada 429.
I think Hamilton's like the one satellite airport I don't actually have up. Of course. Okay, fine, whatever. Get it up now. There it is, beauty. All right, there's a small sequencing that had to happen there. It was nothing too big, but I think this was one of those cases where it was really nice to actually have an arrival controller. As much as I'm complaining that I'm kind of bored, he took a big load of some craziness there with that FedEx guy. I didn't even have to worry about him. Just did it all. At Papa Romeo Papa Toronto, looks like winds are light and variable out of the northwest now. You're clear to land, runway at 12.
Okay, clear land 12, Charlie X-ray Papa and Papa.
Yeah, that actually was probably a good thing because then I was able to focus on spacing, a few little interesting things, and then of course somebody in the chat is asking me about the Phoenix. So I was like, okay, their RNAV did not work because they tried to intercept on a vector and not a try to intercept an RNAV not via direct but via vector, which can be challenging. You've got to make sure that the right two-way point is visible on the ND. If not, you've got to do a direct radial in to make sure you get the correct one. Air Canada 935 Heavy Toronto, when ready to send 12,000. Toronto altimeter 300 tree.
When ready down to 12,000, 3003, Air Canada 935.
We got another one coming up here.
Flight level 400 now.
Roger. Air Canada 27, contact Toronto arrival now, 132.8. Good evening.
Air Canada 27, 132.8, thanks for your help.
No worries, good night. Go ahead. Oh, he was having issues earlier. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought he fixed it because he looked like he was going on the arrival. He did miss the turn. I didn't notice. Oh, man. This silly thing again. I just refuse it. It's fine. Dashport 2398, say your approach request for city.
Hold on. We're looking for the ILS runway 8 approach with, I guess, final transition for 2398.
Dashport 2398, you can proceed direct Rotru to send 2,000.
Direct to Rotru and then down to 2,000 for Dashport 2398.
Air Canada 429 Toronto, when ready to send flight level 240.
When ready to send flight level 240, Air Canada 429.
What features that? Oh, probably because... Oh yeah, you can do that, but probably because it was still trying to do a handoff. Yeah. Oh, was it after that? Yeah. Probably because it's in your airspace according to the definition of the sector file. Got a little arrival rush, and then I think we're going to go to bed after that. Yeah, but not till late, but I'm just tired. I got up at 5:30 this morning. I like flying during the day because you can see more, but I'm more of a later person. I'm a night owl, not an early bird. Oh, you just see lights everywhere, but you don't see the scenery. Well, sometimes. If they're below you, it's just as hard to see nights during the day because I'm just lost to see lights. Papa, Romeo Papa, welcome to Hamilton. You can bear right on Charlie if you got it there. Taxi Charlie cross runway is 06 to the apron.
Hey, turn exit on Charlie. Charlie cross 06 to the apron. Charlie, start popping Papa.
Thanks. Good night. Nice little rival stream going here, but of course it's easy. It's easy when everybody's lined up for you by the center controller. That's right. I'm going to take all the credit for everything Rival does now. But that's the neat thing about this job too, is like if everyone does their job effectively, it all works so well. It can all work so nicely as long as you don't sell out the guy down the river by overloading him. You can just like hand people off with less than minimum spacing, and it's still technically legal. But like if they're the same airplanes going to the same airport, you want to always give at least, as a minimum, 10 miles in trail for same airplanes going to the same airport, because as the planes are going fast, as they slow down, they're going to bunch up. So you need that 10 miles when they're going fast at cruise
Toronto
speeds.
Center, Lower Canada 725, descending through Flight 290.
Air Canada 725, Toronto Center, good evening. Squawk it in, please.
Squawk it in, Air Canada 725.
So you need that 10 miles initially, so when they are all starting to slow down as they get close to the airport, they're not exceeding that. They're not falling below that minimum separation standard. Air Canada 725 Toronto, thanks. You're identified descending through 280. Continue descent 17,000. Toronto altimeter's 3003.
Continue to send 17,000, alternative 3003, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 725, thank you. The information Toronto now, Foxtrot, plan runway 06 right.
Information Foxtrot, plan 06 right, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 429, descend 12,000, Toronto altimeter 3003, now information Foxtrot.
Descend 12,000 and we'll get Foxtrot, Air Canada 429.
Dashport 2398 Toronto, you're cleared City Airport, ILS runway 08, Rotary transition.
We're cleared to the ILS 8 approach, Roger transition, dashport 2398.
Definitely getting more dashes flying these days than there used to be. It's good. Back in the P3D days, the Majestic Dash 8, people flew dashes into the island all the time. It was quite a common sight, and then now it's kind of fallen by the wayside with the MSFS era, and so many people moved over to that platform. I can't think of the name, but I know there's a good Dash 8 on the X-Plane platform. Unfortunately, I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, I know there's a good Dash 8 for the X-Plane platform, but unfortunately the MSFS platform, it's still in the dark, but I think it's going to happen soon. All right, that's just wishful thinking on my part, man. As if I don't have enough airplanes in my hangar that I don't fly. Here I am thinking like, oh, maybe I'll buy the A350 one day or something like that. It's like, I don't fly the airplanes I have. I don't fly the 380. Like, I keep looking, if the 350 ever goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up for a sale price. Full price, it's pretty steep for something I'm probably not going to get that much use out of. That's the problem, is that I probably will not get enough use out of it to make it truly worthwhile. And that is the constant battle I face. I'm constantly just filling my hangar with airplanes I do not have the time to operate. I bought the Concorde. I flew it like 4 times. I found it very difficult, and I just found like more than anything, the autopilot navigation very difficult. But I also did find that the fuel control system also did not seem to work as it was supposed to. It was very, I know it's a very complicated, finicky aircraft, but at the same time, I found like I just couldn't make the stuff work the way the manual says it was supposed to work, and I found that very frustrating. Air Canada 935, contact Toronto arrival now 132.8. Good evening.
132.8, checking on 935. Good evening.
Air Canada 725, descend 11,000.
11,000, Air Canada 725.
So yeah, I did get it up in the air a few times, and it's a complicated airplane. It really is. There's a lot of complicated features to it, but at the same time, I found it just very. The autopilot was extremely hard to use, and not in the sense that like, oh, it's old-fashioned and I'm used to the new stuff, but like it just.
Center, good evening. Speedbird 2277. Just going to be jumping through your airspace for a little bit. Flight level 380.
Speedbird 2277 Toronto, thank you so much for calling here. Just trying to find you my list and by. Go ahead. Okay. Yes. Speedbird 2277, squawk code 0412.
Squawk 0412, Speedbird 2277 set.
Speedbird 2277, thank you. Identified, flight level 380. See if United calls me too. Because I'm thinking I'm heading out soon, I might not poke him too much, but we'll see what happens here. I feel like this is the last wave of arrivals. I don't think there's too much more inbound, but let's have a look. Let's have a look at the VATSIM radar. Let's have a look at the Toronto Airport arrivals. Let's see here. I feel like this data's not updating here. All right. Let's see here. Arriving. 725, Air Canada 429. And then after that is FedEx 11, 323. Yeah, I'm probably out of 3. So the remaining 2 next to arrivals are after 3 Zulu, which means probably after I hand these guys off the terminal, I might as well pull the plug because I got no more airplanes. Unless there's a departure. There is one departure to Toronto. He is in the push. He's just going to Boston. Like he's going to be with me. He would be with me for 19 miles, 17 miles. Okay. You think you would at least ask. Air Canada 725, contact arrival 132.8.
132.8, Air Canada 725.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Nope, that's okay. I'm a pilot. I just do what I'm told. Speedbird 2277. If I didn't say it, you were identified at 380. I can't remember.
You did, Speedbird 2277.
Okay, thanks. It's getting late. Air Canada 429, contact Toronto arrival now 132.8 and have yourself a good night.
132.8, Air Canada 429, and have yourself a good night too. See ya. Toronto arrival, Air Canada.
Whoops. I got rid of everything. That wasn't supposed to get rid of everything. Shoot.
Information Foxtrot, Air Canada 429.
Just because there's nothing left of my frequency and interesting stuff's happening down here. I'm going to keep the ATIS up and running for a few minutes here.
Air Canada 725, turn right heading 010, vectors for sequencing.
Right 010 for sequencing, Air Canada 725.
Roger.
Well, I think that's enough for me anyways
Toronto
because...
Center, good evening. Air Canada 725, start reducing your speed to 250. Requesting FIR clearance to...
Speed 250, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 2...
Sorry, who was requesting a clearance there?
That's for CanForce 3955. Charlie Foxtrot Charlie.
CanForce 3995. What's your location? I don't see your flight plan offhand.
Yeah, CanForce 3955 is at Billy Bishop currently.
Dashport 2398. The city winds are calm. Clear to land, runway 08.
Clear to land, 2398, runway 8.
And CanForce 3955. I got you there. I don't know why it wasn't showing up for some reason. But let's see here. You're cleared to... say bye.
CanForce 3955.
And CanForce 3955. Just to confirm, you want a cruising altitude of flight level 270, is that correct?
That's correct. 270 will work for us.
And all right, CanForce 3955, because first of all, the flight plan says 270,000, which obviously was just a typo, but for a westbound flight, you're going to need an even altitude. Yeah, I can offer you 28 or 26.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll take 260.
All right, CanForce 3955. Let's see here. You're cleared to Winnipeg via the Island 1 departure and flight plan route, depart runway 08 and squawk 0562.
CanForce 3955 is clear to Winnipeg Airport, flight plan route, direction Island 1 departure, flight plan route, departing 08, and we'll squawk 0562.
And CanForce 3955, that readback is all correct. The city information is Sierra. Give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
Yes, sir, and we'll advise when ready to taxi CanForce 3955.
I didn't even see him there. Speedbird 2277. You're now leaving my airspace to the west again. You can switch to the honor frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good night.
Back to Unicom, Speedbird 2277. Have a good night. Thank you for the ATC. See you.
Thanks for checking in. Good night. All right. Well, I was about to pull the plug, and it looks like it's just getting interesting enough that maybe I might need to pull the plug just yet. I don't even know where the dashboard went. Where'd he go? Why is he on like a... I think I lost him. I think he's just gone. think he crashed somewhere short of the runway. All right. Well, and once again, I'm a sucker, and I will be staying on just long enough to get this guy airborne, hopefully. I'll stay a little bit longer. Oh, but I am very quickly, like, just my face is just feeling just like overwhelmed with sleep. Must sleep. I was really hoping to stay up a little later, but like I had like it was weird. Like I spent the whole day traveling, so I never really had like a proper lunch. I just kind of went straight into dinner. Didn't really have anything in this. Like, so all of a sudden, I had like a nice big dinner. It was really good, but it really kind of put me in like early into like, okay, time to go to bed early then if you're having dinner early. Since my caffeine supply has just run out, I feel like that will be the case.
Check Canada 429, descend to 4,000.
Just gonna pop them up there.
Descend 4,000 at Canada 429.
There's very much else going on, so why not?
Check Canada 935, speed 190.
190, Canada 935.
Check Canada 725, descend 4,000.
Send 4,000 Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 935, turn right heading 030 to intercept, clear ILS, runway 06 right approach.
Clear ILS, runway 06 right approach, 030 to intercept, Air Canada 935.
Air Canada 725, turn right heading 270.
Right heading 270, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 935, speed 190.
We're at 190 for Air Canada 935.
Air Canada 725, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
Right 330, descend 3000, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 935, speed 110 to QRX. You're going to be a little high, you going to make it?
Yeah, we should be good for Air Canada 935.
Canada 935, roger, speed 170 until QRX.
170 till QRX for Air Canada 935.
Toronto Air Canada 71, we're approaching 05.
Air Canada 725, turn right heading 340.
Right heading 340, Canada 725.
Air Canada 71, thanks. Report airborne winds calm, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05, Air Canada 71.
Air Canada 935, just confirming you on 170 till Savos for 6 right.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong waypoint. It's 170 till Sabos.
Air Canada 935, roger.
Air Canada 725, speed 170.
170, Air Canada 725.
Air Canada 935, winds calm, clear to land runway 06 right.
Clear land runway 6 right, so Air Canada 935.
Air Canada 725, turn right heading 030 to intercept, you're cleared ILS, runway 06 right approach, speed 170 until Sabos.
Come on, CanForce.
Right 030, cleared ILS 06 right, and 170 until, what was the waypoint for Canada 725?
Air Canada 725, speed 170 until Sabos, it's the final approach fix.
170 until Sabos, Air Canada 925, 725.
Because I got nothing else to do, so I'm listening to this. Is there a departure out of Windsor too? Departing Windsor going to DCA. No, that's for the, oh, that's the arrival. Aircraft.
Canada 725 winds calm 5.7. Your number 2, sorry, 5.7 miles. We'll call it 6 miles behind heavy 787. Caution of lake turbulence. The winds calm. You're clear to land with 06 right.
Copy traffic, clear to line 06 right, Air Canada 725.
And Toronto departure, Canada 71 with you at 21.
Air Canada 71, turn of departure identified, climb 7000.
Climb 7000, Air Canada 71.
Oh, look at that. I just saw Detroit pop on. It's funny because they do have one guy filed in.
Air Canada 429, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
And some arrivals eventually for Detroit, but it's...
Right, heading 330, descend 3000, Air Canada 429.
Oh, come on, Camp Force. See, this is what the trap I get into. It's like, oh, I just
Canada 71, thanks for the fast climb, turn right direct to Rackham on course, climb plate level 230.
Direct to Rackham on course 230, Air Canada 71.
Well, 71's going to pass through my airspace. If CanForce is not called for taxi at the end of that, I think that's going to be my... That's going to be me pulling the plug. Because I can barely keep my air.
Canada 429, turn right heading 350.
There's just not enough going on to keep my brain in any way engaged.
Turn right heading 350, Air Canada 429.
Just going to try to stay up late, but it's just not working for me.
Canada 935, welcome to Toronto. Exit left when able, traffic on a 2-mile final.
Exit left when able, Air Canada 935.
Air Canada 429, turn right heading 030 to intercept, cleared ILS runway 06 right approach.
Right 030, intercept ILS 06 right approach, Air Canada 429.
Air Canada 935, clear from runway 6 right.
Canada 935, thank you, cross runway 06 left, join Delta.
Cross runway 06 left, we'll join Delta, Air Canada 935.
Toronto Center, Camp Force 3955 is at the G ramp, ready for taxi to runway 08.
Nice. CanForce 3955 Toronto. Thanks. Toronto City information is Sierra altimeter 3002, runway 08, taxi Alpha.
3002, taxi Alpha, hold port 08.
Canada 721, contact Toronto Center 12577.
It's not 721, it's just 71.
Sorry, Air Canada 71, contact Toronto Center 12577.
We're at 25.77, yeah, we thought it was for us. Thank you very much, and also happy birthday from Air Canada 71.
Where'd you get that one from?
Don't worry about it.
Well, it's not my birthday yet, that's in May. But I'll save that until
and
May.
Toronto Center, good evening, Air Canada 71 with you passing
Yeah, good day.
14.
Air Canada 429, the winds are calm, your number 2 behind an A321. Just exiting the runway now, you're cleared to land runway 06 right.
Air Canada 71 Toronto, good evening, continue climb, flight level 37.
Air Canada 935, where are you going? Taxi, Delta, let's do Delta, Delta Quebec.
Taxi Delta, Delta Quebec, Air Canada 935, thanks ATC and happy birthday.
You as well, see ya. It's not my birthday. Not yet. Air Canada 725, welcome to...
Alright, I gotta kill that because I gotta focus on what I'm actually doing here. CanForce 3955 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's light and variable out of the west. Clear for takeoff, runway 08.
Clear takeoff 08, Camp Force 3955. And contact G airborne.
Gotcha. Alright, so he's departing. And then I just got to get him turned on course, then I can pull the plug. And arrival from center. I'm going to pull the plug in a few minutes. I got one just departing city. I'm going to get him turned on course. Do you want the ATIS, or are you going to head out too? Okay, very good. Prime price sec, you know what it is, 5, 6, or 8. Or 6 or 8, 5, whatever you want. All right, ATIS is dropped.
Toronto Center, Camp Force 3955, 2000, climbing 4000, Island 1 departure.
No worries. I'll be here for another 2 or 3 minutes here. Camp Force 3955 identified. Let's see here. Climb flight level 230.
Climb maintain 230, flight level 230, Camp Force 3955.
Camp Force 3955. You're still on the heading, right?
Camp Force 3955, we're good and maintain runway.
Camp Force 3955, thanks. I don't want you turning back towards that CN tower until you're high enough to clear it. That's occurred now. So give me a left turn, direct apnel.
Clear direct apnel, Camp Force 3955.
Don't want you turning back towards that CN tower until I know you're going to make it over. It's a tall tower. You don't want to hit it. Nobody wants you to hit it. Air Canada 71 Toronto. You're about to leave my airspace to the southeast. The Cleveland Center is not online. You can switch to the honored frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good night.
Alrighty, over to Unicom. Have a good night for Canada, someone.
Yeah, you got no departures going off any minute, right? Okay. I just got turf can. All right, so you don't want them at all? Can Force 3955 Toronto. Unfortunately, I'm going to be closed now, so you can switch to the honored frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good rest of the night. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for the help, and over to the Unicom, Camp Force 3955.
Take care.
See you.
Anybody else on Toronto Center frequency? Toronto Center is now closed. Okay, with that, I'm going to press disconnect, and that's it. I'm done. Thank you guys very much for watching. Those of you that did, tuned it in. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, it was fun in the beginning. It was really entertaining in the beginning, but boy, that's 4 hours almost. And boy, did I get tired over that 4 hours. So anyways, thanks very much for watching anyways, and have yourselves a good night. We'll see you out there on the VATSIM skies. Enjoy the rest of your month. We'll see you next time.